We should be live.
Sweet. Happy New Year, everybody.
Hey, a happy New Year.
Ed don't observe.
Ed don't observe.
No, just another day.
Wow.
You don't observe. I thought you said
Yeah, I don't observe.
Ed don't observe. I was like, why? Is Ed
Poor Ed.
Chinese?
Poor fucking Ed, dude. I was.
Oh,
you didn't know?
Boo-hoo-hoo. Poor Ed. Yeah. Poor Ed. Whatever.
Don't fucking poor Ed me.
What are you all
What's wrong?
talking
What's
about?
going
He
on
was
with
less,
Ed?
He was less than a point away from winning. Less than a point.
I
Oh.
was
Less than a single
100
point.
points away from winning.
Which is
I
why
haven't even
it's
looked
not
at it.
like sad. It was.
It's
You
a
know.
little sad. It's a little sad.
No.
That was pretty impressive, though. That's,
Less than a point away is truly sad. And like he had a review to submit, but they didn't accept it because it was it's a weird situation. AV Club also submits under a site called Endless Mode, and that review was already submitted because he had found one. I don't know if it would have like closed the gap enough, but it's funny how close he was.
Poor Ed. Yeah, the only reason... whatever,
I mean-
man. Fucking Metroid Prime 4 is an
dude.
81. And
Dude.
poor Ed. Sure. Whatever.
I mean, yeah. Oh, look, I'm still sad about Metroid Prime. The whole world is sad about Metroid Prime.
that is true.
If Metroid
That is
Prime
fair.
had been a good game, we wouldn't be talking about, Ed and Brad are less than a point off from one another. No. It wouldn't even be in contention. Like, fuck you. Fuck you. Just
Me?
fuck you. Yeah, fuck all of you.
Just
Yeah. Look,
Wait,
Big
fuck
old
me?
fuck
really
you.
was-
Why?
I was really
what did I
rooting
do?
for
Other than suffer
Crispy
this year.
I was rooting for not me this year. I promise.
a lot of good it did us.
I said if Brad won again, I wasn't gonna play Fantasy Critic anymore.
What?
And now I'm in 2 Fantasy Critic.
Yeah.
So-
Nice GTA pickup, by the way.
Yeah, I like. What is everyone stupid? I don't know what's going on.
Dude,
Like the first pick in my division was like. what
So
was it?
people are very risk averse. You'll find out. I got
Yes.
Silksong in round 2.
They're
a
very
snake
risk averse,
draft.
and yet the first draft of our fucking division is Marvel's Wolverine,
Well,
What?
I mean,
and then Resident Evil Requiem.
fuck?
Which okay, I guess sure, but like.
There's-
I got Grand Theft Auto 6 in the Super League draft because I was 3rd draft position.
yeah, that's
and
a
the
good
first 2
position.
people picked just like, I mean, Resident Evil, I guess, is a good pickup, but like Wolverine, you're telling me they're risk averse.
Okay,
and
not everybody.
Wolverine was
Some
a safe
people make bad
pick.
calls. You are in
And then,
division.
and then the next picks are like Saros, Control Resonant, Forza Horizon 6, which isn't that surprising, but I can't believe no one's picking up like whatever. I'm not. Whatever.
There's always round 2. I got Silksong
Whatever.
22nd pickup last year. Silksong.
Yeah.
22nd
But
pickup
that
in
was
the
a
draft.
meme. Right?
I know, but like people stop falling
Yeah.
for memes. Video games release.
I know.
It got counterpicked too. So stupid.
So
I know.
fucking stupid.
It's one thing to roll the dice on a pickup that you think might not ship. If the payoff is big, like GTA, it's fucking worth it. Counterpicking a game like that is
It's
just
crazy.
stupid. Find
It's-
something else to counterpick.
It's ego. It's just ego.
This sucks though, because you'll find since it's a non-live draft that like there are people that are just going to be asleep because they're on
Yeah.
the other side of the world, and it's like
Yeah.
so frustrating.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it.
Yeah.
That's funny though.
Mm.
What are we talking about tonight?
Monster Hunter Wilds
yeah.
and Seance of Blake Manor. I also
Ooh.
have 2 icebreaker questions, which I mentioned in the staff
Hell
chat
yeah.
I was to do. So these are I got 2 of
Wait,
them.
and are we actually talking about Death Stranding 2?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured we. I mean, we don't really
With
have footage to
footage?
show of it.
I've got
I don't think
footage.
unless you have. Oh, he's got footage. It's probably
Because
old
Davis
footage, I would
has
imagine.
footage!
I recorded it 35
yeah.
minutes ago.
Oh shit! Look at that new footage.
Yeah.
Wait, how far
gonna-
into the game are you?
Like hour 52.
Okay.
I unlocked the
shit.
Metro
What, that-
genomicist
I was like,
in this
what?
footage.
That didn't tell you exactly where he was.
No, dude. No, dude. What? Come on. This is one of those games, right? This is one of those games where I lost 30 hours of my life just building highways. Like,
Yeah.
the
And then
okay,
monorails.
I remember. That. I mean, that is pretty far.
I also finished Routine, and I
Is
don't
he
really have
already
much new to like say about it other than whoa. I'll save that for my 4-player minute.
Okay. I have not
Original
touched
Mixes.
routine since the
Yeah,
my message.
Chris Davis, the person who always likes to say, "Ooh, video games aren't scary. They don't scare me," got to that part and it was like, no thank you, and hasn't touched it since.
Since doesn't mean I'm not going to come back to it.
Oh.
You better, it's worth it.
I made it through the entirety of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, buddy. Okay? I can do routine.
What about the bunker? I feel like the bunker is secretly scarier than the Dark Descent. Maybe I'm wrong.
Chris Davis.
Yeah.
Look at my screen. I just screen shared.
1 second.
And
We are
fucked
live, by the
everything
way.
up. Yeah,
we are
that's
live.
great. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna be too.
This is a map
Okay,
of a
so-
continent.
yeah. So the gate is down here.
Yeah.
You as the game progresses, you move up this way. You
Yeah,
come over
yeah.
here, and then I think you swing back and you. Pick
I
up
am
this
right there,
thing,
yes.
Right. Okay, but you haven't done anything over here. You haven't been up here.
I've
you
been
haven't
the
down-
north of the mountains because you got to go to the chronobiologist.
You've been okay. So you've been over here, right?
Yeah.
Have you been to this lake or over around
I in the
here?
footage descending towards the lake.
Okay, and definitely haven't been out over here.
Oh yeah, no,
Right?
no.
Okay, what about over here?
Oh yeah, no. You have to go to East Fort Knott.
You have to go there. Okay,
Yeah.
but you have to hook that up first before you come back. And
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
one.
It
Okay.
zigzags.
All right, then I know exactly where you are.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
All right, guys. It's my turn to draft. Let me tell you what's available. Wolverine, 007, Control, Neo 3, Pragmata, Fire Emblem, Phantom Blade Zero, Lego Batman, Duskblood, Dragon Quest,
Wolverine.
Slay
Lego
the Spire.
Batman.
I can't do Slay the
Dude,
Spire.
I think
Mina
Lego
the Hollower, Marvel Tokon, Onimusha.
Mina the
Mana
Hollower is a
Chance.
safe bet because
Yeah, that's kind of what I was eyeing, honestly, but because that could be like 90, right?
What did DBZ
Wolverine-
Fighters get?
It has a risk of not.
shipping.
It says release date fall
It doesn't
2026.
have
They're
a- Yeah,
targeting
they haven't.
fall.
They're targeting, but they haven't been very specific about like.
When did they
when.
decide they
It-
were targeting fall?
I mean, it's just like loose talk
Mm.
from the studio about. I mean, I don't think anything has been.
They changed it in September. That's like pretty early. Yeah, I'm not fucking with that.
I would say do Marvel Tokon. DBZ
Christian,
Fighters
it's
was
like,
an 86.
Please do not take it
Uh,
personal if
I
I'm
bet-
not taking advice.
I think
I'm
with
just-
Fuck you.
Wolverine.
You know, fuck
I think
you.
with Wolverine. Hang on. I think with Wolverine, an important consideration is that Avengers Doomsday comes out holiday season 2026.
That is definitely.
And Disney is one of those companies that would kind
Please,
of wanna.
I mean, but
But they also don't need to do it.
And they also
They
They
did.
want to. But
They
don't
also
need
greenlit
to.
and approved the Avengers Crystal Dynamics game.
Yeah, and the reason why that sucked, probably at least in part, is because they wanted them to get it out quicker than development could sustain.
how we feeling about Fire Emblem?
I don't know.
Ask
it's a good
Ed.
name.
Ed reads those tea leaves, not us.
Whatever.
Did Christy just short circuit?
Man, position 6 in a 12-person draft feels fucking terrible. I mean, it feels like last place.
It feels like you really got to know what's going on with
because the snake draft is gonna come back to me, and I'm gonna be in like, it's gonna be like 19th. This is awful.
What division are you?
I'm in the championship division.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah, I won last year.
Of course you did.
I'm in the champion division.
This feels
bad.
bad.
You know what this actually feels like to me? And this will fully explain my participation in Fantasy Critic going forward. It's kind of like me gambling in Ghost of Yote, which I was doing yesterday, and I lost more than half of the money I had.
What
on
are
me,
you talking about?
But I refuse to stop. I don't know. I've been like wiping the floor with everybody in the game when I was playing that little flick the coin game. And then all of a sudden, I found some random dude in the pub. Not even like one of those guys that's like holding out a charm. Just some random guy who's like, "I'll play with you," and he beat me like 8 times in a row. And
Buddy,
I was like,
that's
"What
the
shit
easiest
is
fucking
happening?"
minigame in years.
I know.
You know what?
Know. That's why I wouldn't stop until I beat him. And once I beat him, I was like, I'm satisfied, even though I lost half of my money playing this stupid game.
Jeez.
You know, Nick, I started playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I played some of the dicing, the gambling mini game that you got real wrapped up in. Here's the thing. I didn't know what the actual dice game was that you play in that game. That dice game is a dice game that me and all like Cam's like bartender friends played like at closing at Hole in the Wall for hours.
So you're probably really good at it.
Yeah, and like I
heard it's
also know
good.
how fucking addictive it is because we would literally just like bet like dollars and get like 20 people to play and then just like be dicing until like 5 in the morning. That shit
it's good.
Is crazy.
It's so good. I learned a lot about myself from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and apparently it carried over into Ghost of Yote. But I feel like that's how I am with. I'm gonna keep playing Fantasy Critic until I beat Brad, even though it means I'm gonna lose 20 times probably before it happens.
Look, less than
I'll
a point.
retire. Then I'll retire.
Less than a point.
We'll see.
I did also win Royale this quarter.
Shut the fuck up.
It was not as it was supposed to be Derek number 2, Brad number 1. That was supposed to be the storyline, but he crashed and burned this past quarter.
Yeah, what
Didn't
happened?
Even make it to page 1. I don't know, man. He's drafting. He is down in Division 3.
All right, we are doing our own draft next week, so let's maybe like
Let's we'll keep it on the down low.
Careful now.
So are we not doing a 2026 preview show? We're just going to do the Fantasy Critic draft.
I
we're just gonna do the draft. Yeah.
I figure, the draft. That's what we did last year. The draft is just kind of a really great way to like talk about all the games that are coming out. So it's kind of like killing 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm also going to put together a community release calendar, like Google Calendar, that I'm going to put on the website. So like, if you ever want to know when shit's coming out, I'm going to keep that shit updated because I already do it for myself. I was like, why don't I just make it a community thing and then people can see it? So I'm going to keep that shit up to date. I know Winged, but like, I don't know. I'm not the kind of person who wants to rely on the Fantasy Critic site to keep track of release dates. But that's just me.
Yes.
I'm ready when y'all are.
I'm ready. I guess I'm ready. Yeah.
You gonna turn your camera on tonight,
Are
Chris?
we doing trailer talk?
We're not doing
we're
trailer
not.
talk tonight.
Oh, okay. So okay. Show face early, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing trailer
So we
talk
had talked
every week,
go
but I think 8:30 is should be the goal for starting the show.
Yeah,
typically.
I mean, I told Chris Davis that we might still have some trailers on the playlist if he really wanted to, but 8:30 was kind of where I'd say we should stop.
No,
so-
I looked through the list and there's nothing. We already finished.
Okay. This guy is saying
There's nothing.
the trailers aren't fucking good enough for him. What the shit?
I will reopen that fucking playlist, you bitch.
I want to know. I want to know what you snubbed.
Okay, give me
Get ready to get
1
called.
second.
What the
to pull it
fuck
up
is
again.
that?
You've seen that before, Nick. That's an old.
Oh,
I know,
yeah,
it's
that's
still
an
kinda-
oldie.
It still kind of shocks me every time I see it, though.
The deepest cut you could find. And I should probably
Yeah,
just
it
tell Mike
ends
Shader.
at the Metroid Prime main theme and Gang of Dragon, which we already saw. We'd already seen Xenoclash, the new Bloodstained. We saw Covenant of the Chickenfoot. We saw
let's watch that
Pragmata. We
ugly
saw Ace
Bloodstained
Combat. If
trailer.
you want to rewatch the Ace Combat 8 trailer, I will do it.
Oh yeah, remember when the jet went? zoom?
Yeah,
Was-
yeah, I remember. I could
How
watch
they
it
get them
again.
Planes so fast.
I know, right?
That's funny.
I think it's them clouds being so cloudy.
The fucking.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna hit record on my end. I'm recording. I'm fucking recording. Everybody
says
make
test.
sure it's
Recording?
got- Yeah.
Did you look into the
recording.
landscape versus vertical?
Opening
Thing
on
there?
Yeah,
this.
it does let you download. Here's the thing. I don't know how it's gonna, because it seems like it's using some kind of like AI to try and figure out the best layout for like exporting. Because like when I
Probably.
exported my routine video, it literally grabbed my camera window and then just positioned it at the top.
Hello, check.
So
one,
it's like
two.
It's just trying to figure that shit out. So I'm wondering how it's going to handle, like, if we were to clip out just us talking on the podcast, what it would do. I'm
wanna
wondering if it would
assume
like
it's-
actually.
Check
I'm-
1, 2.
I'm gonna assume it's based
I'm checking
on-
the mic.
The camera that is making the most motion.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I
find
mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I do have a little more housekeeping stuff than usual here, so I was
Yeah,
going to
you do.
mention something about getting people to clip stuff out again, and like, because it's easier than ever to like export
What have you done?
videos straight.
It's
from
never
Twitch.
been
What did you
easier.
post?
Oh no.
The deepest
O'Malley?
cut would be for us to get some Ashton Kutcher photoshops of Nick. Ashton Kutcher Nick was like the original Photoshop that was ever done of Nick in our forums, and he was like very taken aback and was not comfortable
Wait,
with the
I was
situation.
not comfortable.
This
Wait,
is like
wait, sorry.
15
feel-
fucking years ago.
Didn't feel safe.
Yeah.
Wait, I forget. What? Sorry, what are we talking about? I was watching.
Like the
Christmas clip.
original Nick Photoshop was somebody, for whatever reason, I was like some dumb joke that came up on a podcast. They started
Oh.
photoshopping Nick's head on Ashton Kutcher, and Nick was like kind of upset about it, and we were like, well, there's nothing to be upset about. It's just the internet stuff. But I think that was the first ever photoshopping of him.
Yeah. I mean,
it was very innocent and stupid and it didn't make sense, but there was a lot of Ashton Kutcher.
I don't know. I couldn't explain what.
Remember when we had a
15
forum
year ago
Yeah.
That's a
Nick was
forum.
upset about. Now I welcome it.
I mean, Ashton Kutcher wasn't even problematic back then. He was just a guy.
Now he is a little bit,
Yes.
but
Now-
He was
Oh,
maybe
God.
a little overexposed.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Is everybody recording?
Yes.
I've been recording. You
Sure.
maybe started?
Recording.
No, we have not started.
I have restarted my
uh,
recording.
Cool.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Because I'm in position 6, I get the 6th pick and then the 19th pick.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Top
That's
20.
ugly. That's ugly. Are we doing a snake draft this year? I can't.
The 30th pick. I get 6, 19, and 30. Yeah, you always do a snake draft. You have to do a snake draft.
The first year we did it, we didn't do a snake draft.
Yeah,
Anyways.
we did. Every year we did it.
Yes, we
Really?
absolutely
Yeah.
fucking did, Nicholas. I
Oh, I
remember
thought the
You
first
have
year
to.
we-
You have
because
to.
I
I thought
was
last-
in the last position. So I
Yeah.
mean,
I could have
2
sworn
picks.
there was. I could have sworn there was at least 1 year where we didn't do a snake draft, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Who cares? That's all in the past. All right. Roll call for the episode starts right now. Brad.
Roll call.
Crispy.
Hello.
Chris Davis.
Hello, hello, hello.
All righty. Hey everyone, welcome to 4Player Podcast. This is episode 859. It is actually January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year to those who celebrate. Apparently Brad doesn't celebrate.
No, I don't observe New Year. Well, I also don't celebrate.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Well, it's just another day to me.
Well, yeah, it is.
And my future is just tomorrow, is not just the coming year.
Another day on the calendar.
Yeah, it's a weird way to separate things.
He follows the Chinese Lunar New Year
Chinese
calendar.
New Year, of course.
Didn't know that.
I have to know when all the Chinese babes are celebrating. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
I guess.
Don't know what that means.
But anyways, it's been a minute since we recorded a show, and it's the beginning of the new year. As you can see, if you're watching us live, we have a little bit of a new look on the stream at twitch.tv/4Player Podcast. We have a new logo. We're working on a new website right now, a new streamlined website I'm excited about. So I wanted to go ahead and mention that at the top of the show. This is actually my first opportunity to send a shout out to Rocksteady in the community for being our graphic designer and putting this new coat of paint on our branding, which is nice. I've been wanting to do that for quite a while, so it was lovely working with Rocksteady and doing that. So if you see him in chat or in Discord, give him some love. We really, really appreciate it. Let's see. Where do I want to go from here? We have games to talk about because we didn't get to talk about Seance of Blake Manor last week or last episode. Did we record last week or was that 2 weeks ago? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Christmas. Because Christmas was.
How was Christmas, everybody?
Okay. Oh yeah, we haven't
Christmas!
talked to we haven't had a podcast since before Christmas.
I went and saw Anaconda on Christmas.
I did too.
And
really,
I thought it was pretty bad.
It was dumb. It was dumb. I will say this: it helped that we went to the movie party.
Listen, okay, I bet the movie party probably would have made it funner because there is good stuff in the movie. I think what's wrong with it, and I want to clarify that when I say like it's dumb, it's not because of like, oh, they're making a meta comedic remake of a 1990s creature feature that was already kind of like whatever. It's dumb because that's a fun concept, and every decision they made was like the most boring decision. Was the most like rote, formulaic. There's like 19 different plot threads that go nowhere. Like, yeah, as soon as they introduce a concept, you're like, okay, I bet this is where that's gonna go, and then that's where it goes. There are 2 different productions of Anaconda in the movie. Like, there's 2 different crews making Anaconda movies, and that doesn't like mean anything in the movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't like it
true.
hardly matters. One of them disappears in 5 minutes. Like,
and it only exists for the like what seems like the momentary, like the moment
set up the end, which is also not
and just
good.
like the in the moment revelation that the sheer absurdity of there's 2 studios making an Anaconda movie at the same time, and then it's like done. But like it had me laughing some. I had a good time with it. The movie party was dumb fun. I actually found out going into the movie, like that was the moment I found out Robin had never even seen Anaconda.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't know if I should feel compelled to give you like a summary of this.
Yeah. Yeah, so when you're sitting there going like, "Oh, I wonder if John Voight's going to show up," like
I did my due diligence, and I was just like, I need to at least expose her to the John Voight Anaconda meme because I do love that meme. So that was like the only real setup I gave her.
Too bad he's like
a piece of shit,
hardcore MAGA now.
But do you remember that? Like, remember when it was back in the day? You know, like Girl Interrupted era.
Yeah.
And it was oh, she hates her father. She's weird. Angelina Jolie's crazy. And I mean, maybe she still is. But I'm saying like now we kind of get it, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Dude,
back then we didn't know. We
Have you
didn't
ever
know.
seen
We're
the
like,
Will
oh, why does she
Smith?
hate John Voight?
Have you ever seen the Will Smith espionage thriller Enemy of the State? It's like
Yes.
Will Smith, Dustin Hoffman, or not Dustin Hoffman.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, God. And
Rest in peace.
and the villain is John Voight. That movie's
And Seth
not
Green. Out of
great,
nowhere.
but yeah, Seth Green. Yeah. No, Seth Green and Jack Black were both like nobodies who were just taking whatever gigs they could get, and they ended up being like the intel like,
hackers.
analyst guys
Yeah.
in that movie. Yeah.
Seth
So
Green was in the
funny.
TV movie version of It.
Was he?
Yeah.
As
Oh
like
my
a
God.
child?
Yeah.
The Tim Curry version?
Yeah. I
That's
know
crazy.
because I was
I
just
did-
watching some of that.
I did not realize that, and I have seen that a
After
few times.
bouncing off the show, I was like, what's Tim Curry doing these days? Still recovering from a stroke, I think. But I'm saying back then,
apparently
he
he
was great.
like talks and stuff better now, so
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
that's good.
He was kind of goated.
Wow, this conversation just took a few like really weird turns, but we
We had
it
to
is
talk
what it
about
is.
movies.
Anyways, I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas and New Year. So yeah.
I had family over for my first, Christmas at my house, and
Oh,
I made a
that's
prime
nice.
rib. And it
Mr.
was awesome.
Did Santa
Homeowner.
show up? Did Santa come, Chris Davis?
No, I don't have a fireplace.
Okay, someone's never seen the Santa Claus.
I know.
He
He comes through like
only
the furnace.
visits Christians.
I've still got my
Dude,
Christmas tree
we-
up.
Do you know?
We didn't
do you know?
even put up a Christmas tree this year.
I was watching the Santa Claus at some point last week, probably before Christmas, and so we're watching it, and I'm like, you know what? Hey, Henry, doesn't that guy kind of sound like Buzz Lightyear? And he was like, what are you talking about?
What?
He's like, shut up, Dad. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't sound like him at all. What does that even mean? And I realized I don't think he's ever like made a connection to like a live action voice actor to like a voice that he's heard before,
Is that going to shatter his perception of reality when
Might.
he finds out?
Well, if he sees what Tim Allen's been up to, maybe might ruin Buzz Lightyear for him. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Like he did a in the movie, and I thought it was like a ho ho ho, but then we rewound and it wasn't a ho ho ho. He was doing a Tim the Tool Man grunt.
He was buttering his bread with the thing that made him famous.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that movie
It was
sucks. By the way, that movie sucks. That's not a Christmas classic.
Oh,
People
don't
need
you
to
feel?
stop.
Yeah, but don't you feel kind of warm and fuzzy when Judge Reinhold gets a weenie whistle at the end? Because that's all he ever wanted for
look,
Christmas. and then
I've
he
only
got it.
ever had good, positive feelings towards Judge Reinhold, so of course.
This I feel like I shouldn't admit this out loud. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, Nick's never seen the Santa Claus.
No. I've seen the Santa Claus for the
okay.
first time ever. I watched It's a Wonderful Life this year.
Oh,
That was the only. I had never
Jimmy
seen the movie.
Stewart?
Yeah, this is.
good.
I
It's a
had
good
never
movie.
seen it before. It's a pretty
wait
good
a
movie.
minute. I'll just wait just a minute.
Yeah, so I don't know how I made it this far in life without seeing that. It seems
I
like
don't know, it's
it's a
old.
classic, but whatever. I watched it. It was good.
It's like a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet
That's
Nina,
Also
by the
darker.
way.
Yeah, I was like, this is like by the end, because I didn't even really know what It's a Wonderful Life is actually about, and not so I'm watching it, and then we get towards the end of the movie, and I'm like, wait a second, this is basically just like a Christmas Carol, but with suicide. Like what?
Yeah,
Like
no fucking shit.
I
dude.
didn't know this movie was this dark. I guess. I don't.
Or he's like
dark's
up
maybe
on
not
the
right
bridge
word.
and he's gonna jump.
Yeah, he's about to jump to his death. I was like, holy shit, this is getting heavy, and I wasn't expecting it to be heavy. But anyways, it's a good movie. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Any other
Did we talk
random movie
about Knives
stuff?
Out?
Yeah, we did.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
we
if
did.
we
But I
talked
did
about
watch
that.
it, and it is very, very good. Probably my
It's
favorite.
very good. It's excellent.
Yeah. Pretty good.
The continued adventures of Benoit Blanc are amazing. I can't wait for a fourth one.
Yeah.
For real,
It's
for real.
those are definitely fun movies. Oh my god, what was I? Okay, so reining it back in for a second. What the fuck was I saying? All right, guys, for those
Oh,
listening at home,
I was gonna play the
it's
Pragmata
fine.
demo and talk about it on the podcast, and I completely forgot.
You had all
I
this
blame
time and you forgot to do that. I
I
actually
blame
forgot there was a
Monster Hunter. I
Pragmata
blame
demo until
Monster Hunter. I really didn't
yeah.
want to start up Monster Hunter, and then as soon as I did, it was over.
What a way to start off the year. You forgot to play a hot new demo and said you played a game that came out in January of 2025. Anyways, real quick, before we get too far into this, a couple things I want to mention. One, if you're watching us live, because we do record these live on twitch.tv/4Player podcast on Thursday nights, I want to try and get, I want to start try. I don't want to go crazy with clips and whatnot, but I do want to try to encourage people to clip things out because I streamed Routine the other night. Somebody clipped something out, and I was like, fuck it, let's. I'm trying to get our social media back up and running, and I'm trying to like see how I can use this stuff. And it was actually a lot simpler than I remember it being in the past. So if you happen to see or hear if there's a funny moment, or if there is a what you think is like a really good conversation about a particular game, clip it out and drop the link in our Twitch clips channel in our Discord at discord.gg/4player. I'm going to start trying to pull some of those and get them out there back up
Our
on YouTube.
community has a New Year's resolution, and that's they're going to leave our Discord channel more and come over to Twitch when we're live.
Yeah, that
They're
would be nice.
failing miserably at their New Year's resolution. I made
Yeah.
it for them as well. I also didn't tell them, but
It's very
they're
kind
about
of
to
you,
find
though.
out.
Yeah.
You told them now,
I'm
so
telling
look
them
at the
now.
message eventually. So, anyways, I just want to put that out there. I also want we have a couple new things brewing for the show to mix things up a little bit. This week is we're working on ways to gamify the 4-player minute, which I'm actually pretty excited about. Brad had a lot of ideas, and we're working on that. It's not going to be this week, so that you can expect a pretty normal 4-player minute at the end of the show this week. But we're working on some fun things to mix that up a bit. So that's coming.
A normal
Second,
long ass 4-player minute.
Yeah. Second, I've made a long overdue update to our Patreon, and it's simplified. If y'all support us at the $3 tier, we're gonna be taking questions. So we're kind of bringing back viewer questions, but in a very limited capacity. We're gonna start every segment of the show with an icebreaker question. And I have one for each segment this week. So if you want to submit a question, you can either subscribe on Twitch, you can support us on Patreon at $3 tier or higher. The link's in Discord, in the Twitch supporters channel, the link's on the Patreon feed, whatever. Submit your question. If it doesn't get answered right away, it'll be banked, and we'll pull it on a future episode. You can submit more than one. It's totally cool. Thank you to everyone who's already submitted questions, but I just wanted to make you aware of that because that's what we're going to be doing going forward. So I'd like to start the segment off before we get into things with our first icebreaker of 2026. Are y'all ready?
Let's
Sure.
fucking
Fire.
go.
All right.
I should have let you do
First-
this instead of, talked about Christmas and stuff, but whatever. It's
Oh,
fine.
happy holidays.
Our first question comes from Ash in Queensland, Australia. He says, what non-Pokemon character would you introduce to the Pokédex if you had the power to sneak one in? Example he gave, and this is probably a good example because Nolan's not here right now to answer this question. Dick Butt is now one of the starters in Pokemon.
I got an answer.
Go for it.
Rathalos. Come on now.
Oh, you're going to always bring it straight back to...
Yeah, he's going to fuck up Charmander or what's his name?
I feel like it has to be like a smaller like...
They have a cute version.
version.
of Rathalos in Monster Hunter Stories.
Mm.
Oh, but I guess he doesn't evolve. Is there
what-
evolving monsters in Monster Hunter?
You would know way better than I would.
I mean,
Yeah,
aren't there
right.
like dark
What,
versions?
isn't that like
and
what
things
an
like that?
arch tempered?
Well, yeah, but it's not like
They're
they
just
don't
more
go from
powerful
cute-
versions of the same
cute to-
thing.
Yeah.
Like a Rathian and a Rathalos is like a sexual dimorphism,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like it's woman and man.
Yes.
Yeah. Like a
Like-
Nido Queen and a Nido King.
That's why if you're playing Monster Hunter Wilds and you start fucking up a Rathian, Rathalos shows up going, "What the fuck, dude? That's my
wife.
lady." Yeah.
That's my wife.
That's
Stop stabbing my wife. I
That's fucked
actually
up.
missed the question because my internet kind of hiccuped.
Oh, The question is, what non-Pokemon character would you introduce to the Pokédex if you had the power to sneak one in?
Oh, RoboCop. Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. RoboCop comes out and he just shoots all the other Pokemon in the dick, and then that's it.
I mean, yeah, that works.
I mean,
I
yeah, I would say a Metroid because it would only be weak to an ice type.
see, and a Metroid is
makes
actually
sense.
feels very like Pokemon adjacent, like in its design. So I feel like
Yeah.
that's
I
a
mean,
pretty good
any
answer.
random bullshit can be Pokemon adjacent these days. There's so
I
much.
feel like there's probably a wealth of options in Hollow Knight, but I'm struggling to think of like what would be the one I would pick.
Does it have to be from a video game?
No,
No.
I don't think so. That then
R2D2?
sure.
I mean, they have. It wouldn't be the first like Android, right? I'm sure they got like a dozen of those,
Are we calling R2D2 an android?
or a robot,
Yeah.
whatever.
He's
Just
a droid.
I know,
Just
I feel
add
like
2
android
letters.
is kind of.
But he's not very androgynous.
Ooh,
He doesn't look
what
like
if-
a person.
I got one. A face hugger.
Oh, that's pretty
Introduce
good.
a little horror.
It also has its
into
own
Pokemon.
like built-in evolution.
Yeah, it's
like-
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if you could find a way to make a face hugger cute.
Yeah.
No,
Probably
I
not.
do. I am obsessed with ideas of like Mr. Mime. Like that's a guy. Like right? Like
That's just a
Hitmonlee,
dude.
Hitmonchan. Those are just like dudes.
Dudes.
Yeah.
So like, what if like Nathan Drake?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I think Crispy's. Uh-oh.
Yep, he's gone.
Yep, we've lost Crispy. He'll
Yeah.
come back in a second.
Oh
Well,
fuck.
he's
Oh.
back.
Oh, you're back. You're back. I think your internet cut out for a second.
Anyway,
It probably
You know.
probably picked your answer up on the auto recording, so that's fine.
James
post.
Bond.
I heard Nathan
James
Drake.
Bond should be Nathan Drake. Just any man with a gun.
Or how
Tom
about a
Cruise from
transformer?
Collateral.
Transformer. The transforms instead of evolves. I like it.
Okay,
Just Megatron turns into a gun. Just-
cool. All right, well there you go. That's yeah, there we go. Pokemon.
This is a
I
Nolan
had-
question. I don't know.
That is
For all
definitely-
I
I
know,
mean, he
they're all in
answered for-
Pokemon already, anyways.
He definitely answered for Nolan with Dick Butt because Dick Butt is a fantastic answer. It just makes me wonder what that would evolve into, and I don't necessarily know if I
Nolan
want.
would choose himself so he can be in that world. He's obsessed, man. Every time I see somebody online on my Switch, I already know it's Nolan or Bernadette. I don't know who's playing Pokemon, but they're always playing it.
They're poke it out.
When Nolan does come back, we're gonna be like, "All right, Nolan. So what have you been playing?" And be like, "Oh, Pokemon all day, every day since I left." So
Yep.
we'll have to see what happens there. Anyways, thank you, Ash from Queensland, Australia. We appreciate the question. Let's dig into this, guys. I do want to talk about the Seance of Blake Manor. Brad, how much Seance of Blake Manor have you played?
So I've only played a few hours, but
Okay.
I've definitely gotten like a
You have a firm understanding
yeah.
of how it works now?
I've rescued a couple of people, so I don't know. We'll talk about it. Or you want to open with it? You're saying let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
roll
do it.
footage.
Because we didn't talk about it last week. I have since finished this game, and it's actually a pretty hefty puzzle game. It took me like almost 30 hours to finish this game.
What?
Not
Really?
quite. Yeah, it took me like.
I didn't think
I mean-
it would be that long.
I mean, I 100%ed it, so that's probably part. You certainly don't have to. It's one of those games where it's like it's kind of like Mass Effect 2 in the sense that like you're doing all these things, but you don't necessarily have to do them. But if you don't do them, it's going to affect what happens at the end. I guess.
Oh, that's what you mean by Mass Effect 2. I was like, because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
game
yeah.
actually kind of reminds me of like Outer Wilds. Or not Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds
Worlds?
is like Outer Wilds. There's an aspect of this that does remind me of Outer Wilds, and it's the way that information gets added to the menu, which is nice. But
Yeah.
yeah.
This
Which-
so just
set it
a
up,
little bit
Nick.
of yeah. So this is It's as some we were just talking about Knives Out a few minutes ago. That seems appropriate because this is definitely a huge uh puzzle game where like the central like mechanic of the game is to like all these people have gathered at this manor to participate in a séance. You have been hired by someone you don't know who hired you. Kind of Benoit Blanc-esque, I guess. So you show up here to figure out why one of the people who was coming to the séance has disappeared before the séance happens. So like you're trying to figure out what happened to that person, and then as you're trying to get to the bottom of that, you're also learning all kinds of things about all the other people who have gathered there to participate, and all kinds of other like little mysteries pop up that somehow centrally relate and tie back to the seance. So you're trying to solve everything and figure out what's going on before the actual seance. You have, I think it's 3 days to do it. So if you get there on Friday,
Right.
the seance is
Yeah.
at the end of the day on Sunday. So there's
When,
kind
when
of
you
like
said you
a clock, a
100% of
ticking
the
clock.
game, you were able to do that within that 3 days, or do you like? Is there more
Yeah.
to it that you don't want to spoil? Maybe.
I was able to do it within the 3 days, but there was I could see how. So here's this. What makes this game interesting, I think, is because there is a ticking clock, but it doesn't. It's not a ticking clock in the traditional sense because time only moves forward anytime you examine something or talk
Which
to
is
someone.
which is
So
crazy.
like, everything you do advances the clock by a minute, and every hour people around the mansion around the manor will like shuffle around and go to do different things. So
They have
everyone has like a
schedules and
schedule.
stuff.
They have schedules. So you're figuring out where everybody is and what their relationship is to each other and what they're going to be doing at certain times. So you can kind of figure out how you want to prioritize things. So like from like 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., everybody is kind of where they're going to be. So you have that hour to like find them and talk to them and figure out what's going on
And, and,
during
and,
that
and
hour. And then when the clock strikes 8, everybody shuffles around and goes and does
yeah.
something else.
And to be clear, it's not like a loop game. When he says they have schedules, it's still just that 3 days. It's
Yeah.
actually kind of funny how you can like find out someone's schedule. You can do it by like snooping around and stuff, but like, or you could just ask them like, "Hey, what you doing this weekend?" And then they'll be like, "Oh, well, at 9, I'm gonna like go eat
It is
breakfast." And then
funny.
it gets weirdly detailed of every single thing they're gonna do, and I'm like, "Okay, you're a
Yeah.
little too much." This was just
Yeah,
small
slow
talk,
down.
and you just explained your entire 3 days, but cool.
Yeah, it's like
That,
nightmare scenario for like an introvert
it's,
asking someone in
yeah.
casual conversation, "What are you doing this weekend?" And they give you like a detailed list of their life for the next 3 days. But
I
it's
was
interesting
surprised
in
that
that
this
sense.
game is also voice acted. Like I thought I was gonna have to be like
Not entirely though, which I think is strange. Like there are
mostly though,
conversations you
right?
can it's mostly, but then once you get through like because people have lots of dialogue and you can ask them all kinds of questions. If I feel like I think it's if you ask them a question that is pertinent to like the overarching story, it's voice
Yeah.
acted. If you end up asking them a question about something that's not super important, it's just text.
Because it's open ended,
Um,
because you can ask them like about so many different things that you have found or discovered,
yeah,
and yeah, it makes
but
sense that not all that's voiced, but
the ticking clock thing, the reason it can be like you can run out of time is because not everything that you can examine or ask about is pertinent.
oh my god, it's so fucking frustrating too.
And every time
Because
you examine something and it tells you it's like, oh, it'll be like, oh, this is this thing. It's not that there's nothing interesting. It's like, fuck, I just wasted a minute.
yeah,
And
no, it's worse than that because I'm like, oh, this book looks really important. I'm gonna use one of my precious minutes, and then it's gonna be like, ah, shut the fucking book. Like it
yeah,
just it's
but
just like, damn it.
but those things add like that's the kind of like that's what ends up putting the pressure on you because you're like, I know I have to figure everything out by this time on this day, and you get to the point like especially on day 3 where you're like, okay, I still have these many things I got to figure out because your journal is very detailed.
That
You can kind of
stresses
see
me
it.
out, dude. Because so at first I was
It's
kind
stressful.
of reserved. But then I was like, oh well. I would click on some things and I'm like, oh, that was actually weirdly important, and it added something to my, my information. Maybe I should be like more thoroughly clicking on things. And then I started to like discover just how like much could not be important. But then
Yeah.
stuff that seems kind of innocuous actually ends up being like, oh, I was not going to click on this jacket that was hanging on there, but now like I found like a key or something, and I'm like, oh
You
fuck, I
eventually
almost didn't click on that.
you eventually have to start thinking about like, because you figure out where everybody's rooms are, so you start thinking about what you know about that person and where their room is. You sneak into the room when they're not there, and then you're like, okay, what do I know about this person that might influence what I examine in this room? Because
Mm.
there might be some small hint as to like, well, this kind of thing is important to them. Like this person's religious, so like maybe you should look at that
Yeah,
book on the bedside table, that kind of
yeah.
thing. But yeah, like towards the end of the game, depending on how like efficient you've been, you might starting to really feel the pressure. Like, fuck, I
Hmm.
am. And then when you examine something that's not important, you're like, okay, I really just shot myself in the foot. And it is interesting in that sense. But
It's awkward though,
and
right? Because
yeah,
like it's strange that you could be in the corner of a room because oh, I'm gonna look at this newspaper, I'm gonna look at this fucking chair, I'm gonna look at this glass of water, and you're like burning minutes. But like actually walking around the manor doesn't waste any time. So like you can explore so much like physical space and just not click on too many things without time advancing. And it's led to like weird scenarios where I'll talk about something that happens very early where it's like there's a dude saying like, look, you need to figure this shit out and you need to do it before 9 o'clock or I'm gonna tell everybody I know who you are. I'm gonna tell everybody who you are if you don't figure this shit out before 9 o'clock. Okay. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, okay, I need to figure this shit out. So I sneak into that person's room and I'm like digging up some stuff and I'm like, okay, I think I got enough of what this guy was talking about. I think I have what he wants. Let's just go explore. Then I'm exploring and shit and I discover all this crazy shit. I cover so much in the manor and then I'm like, oh well shit, 10 minutes left. Let me go talk to this guy. And he's like, and I present to him what I found and he's like, cool. Keep digging. And I'm like, what? I have 10 minutes left. And I thought that I had enough information, but no, I had to like find the evidence and then present it to the person I was accusing and then get her confession and then take the confession back.
yes,
And I literally completed that like at 8:59, like right
yes,
before the
that
deadline. I was
that
like,
and
fuck.
that example is laid out to teach you the flow of the game, like because that is one of
Yeah.
the very first like scenarios like that, of which there are many in the game. So kind of like the flow of the game is as you uncover kind of like the mysteries with all these characters, you're kind of figuring out why everyone has their own like motivations for wanting to be here for the seance, and like you have to figure out what's going on with each one of these characters, put the clues together, answer the questions, and like as you're examining things, it's like you go into your menu and you're watching this web of evidence like grow and like all
Yeah.
these different mysteries like branching off and stuff. And it's like it's actually really impressive how well organized it is. But
It
like you
makes it
get to the point
easy.
where
Like
you
I
do
was
have to
really
go in there.
overwhelmed at first.
You If you go in there and spend time exploring, you're like, okay, I want to focus on this character right now, and you go and you look at that character in the menu. It'll like that character has his own like web of
Yeah.
story details and evidence and stuff. And if you read through that stuff and like see how everything is kind of connected because they have like actual like branching connections and stuff, you can kind of figure out, oh, I need to go here and explore this area because there might be something pertinent to this character, or it kind of suggests that, oh, he talked to this person, or he talked to someone who has like he talked to somebody who speaks, I don't know, like Arabic or something. You're like, okay, well, I know there's like two people here who speak Arabic, so like I'll go talk to one of them. And then when you talk to those people, new dialogue options appear because of what you learned about the other character, and now you can ask them about that, and that's kind of like how the thing grows and over time until you start to figure things out. And when you have enough evidence, the game is like you have enough evidence to kind of piece this character's story together. And then you actually have to like do like a word association thing where you're like filling in the blanks to like of a sentence to tell you to tell like that summarizes this character's involvement in the story. And once you figure that out, you can confront him with that information, and that's how that character's story kind of concludes, quote unquote. So you're trying to do that essentially for like all it's like 30 or 40 people, I guess, who are in attendance for this thing. So you're trying to do it for every one of these characters, and some are easier than others. But yeah, that's definitely the loop, and that character that you referenced, Brad, is there to teach you like exactly how that works and how it relates to that way time passes in this game, because it is weird and
I
sometimes
don't.
awkward.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what. like I don't really understand fail states because I'm still early, so I don't really know what's gonna like. I haven't fucked. Well, I'm gonna say I haven't fucked anything up, but I did fuck up something massively. I don't know if you did it. I found like an Easter egg ending at the very beginning of the game. Did you do that, Nick?
Oh no!
Yeah, it was
what-
yeah, like I got an
You
ending.
wait,
I
you
got
did the
kicked
same
out the
thing you did in the
fucking manor.
witness? Oh,
I got kicked out of the manor.
because you
And
snooped in someone's room,
well,
or you
yeah,
got caught snooping in someone's room.
so it's not really a spoiler because everybody does it early in the game, but where I, you are trying to get into the manager's office and like you
Mm.
eventually use this exit to like escape his office. I think after you're already in there. But was exploring the outside and I snuck into the office when he was in there. He's like, "What the fuck?" I like I literally crawled through the window and he was staring right at me. And he's like, "Dude, what are you doing? Like this, get out of
Get out
here!"
of here!
And
Yeah,
then I just got to like the game ended.
it's funny because
It's,
one
but you know what?
another
It actually
aspect of the game
spoiled something. Like that Easter egg ending spoiled something that I didn't know about the game. And
about the game or the
and
character.
no, about the entire game. And that's that I don't know how spoilery this is, but again, it's like a witness thing where I saw something. So it's like I now know that when you fail at this game, what happens in the story. And it told me, like, should I say it?
Mm,
Don't
I don't.
say
I
it.
don't really. Maybe don't say it. I got caught sneaking into two people's rooms, and there were both fail states that are similar. Because one thing we haven't mentioned is like part of what you're doing as you're investigating is if you get caught snooping in somebody's private room, you will get kicked out, and it's a fail state, like Brad said. So like
Oh,
every time you walk up to a door, if you don't know where everybody is in the mansion, you walk up to a door, one of the options is listen through the door to see if you can hear people talking or noise before
yeah.
you actually go in. If you don't do that and you go into the room and you find out that person's in the room, you fucked up.
Whoa. That's a
Like
little
does
weird.
does
Like this
not
made a
doing
lot of
that.
sense because this
I was just gonna say, does
He,
not doing that save you time?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
so you know what the
you do
screen
need it.
says when you get kicked out of the manor? You know what it
I can't
says, right,
remember.
Nick?
I can't remember. What
It
does it
tells
say?
you like what happens basically during like at the seance, like what happens at the end of the weekend.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
found that
You're
out
right.
right away because I got
Okay,
this
yeah.
Easter egg ending at the beginning. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen." So
It
I'm
basically
all
says
like,
since you fucked up, this is something
Yeah, yeah.
happened. I mean,
I was like, "Oh, I
yeah.
kind of didn't want to know that," but okay.
Yeah, that's. I don't think that was supposed to happen so early, but that is funny that it can. It's funny that keeps happening to you in these kinds of games. Like it happened to you in The Witness.
Well, The Witness is still. Did you know that Dan Reichert loves The Witness, played through that entire game, finished it, and never once knew about the environmental puzzles?
What?
That's crazy, right? That's
Until when?
crazy.
The man's a psychopath, though. To be clear,
Yeah,
that's
like
Dan
He
Reichert.
is.
he didn't
He is
know.
kind of a psychopath. That is. They
It doesn't
people
even
have
make
told him now.
sense.
I assume, right?
Yeah, no,
Like
he knew. He found
Are you
out.
saying
But like he
like
finished The Witness.
he didn't know about all the like visual cues in the
Yeah.
world
He
that are
never
supposed to
did
kind
a
of.
in-world puzzle or an in-environment puzzle, which is
And he
crazy.
loves that game. Like I feel like
Yeah,
that's
he
what makes
liked
the
it.
game special.
No, I don't think
Um,
so. I mean, I think there's a lot more to it than just that. I mean, it's definitely
there's
a
a
cool
lot going
part of the
on?
game, but like those are just collectibles, really.
I
I don't know.
guess, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Um,
This is a cool game, and I like the vibes. I wish I played this around Halloween. When did this come out?
it came out right around Halloween.
Okay, because
Like
this is like a an old Irish Halloween. Like this, this takes place
it's
on
got
the
spooky vibes.
Halloween weekend,
An
and it
old
has
Irish
I would
jack o'
also
lanterns, like Irish jack o' lanterns, which are in like squashes, I think, and
yeah.
not pumpkins. But
It teaches you a lot about history too, like of like
dude, the
the
library is the coolest shit. That's what I was exploring when I was supposed to be investigating this one woman. Is I found this library, and it straight up tells you like you can just like periodically use the library to do some research to like help you like figure some shit out. And it's like broken into like different categories, like a not like a library, but like a bookstore, right? Where like one
Yeah.
aisle is history, one aisle is Irish history, like one aisle is
Geography.
geography. And I'm like, this is really cool. And you can like just click on that aisle and research certain things, and some things don't waste time. I found out, and some do waste time, which
Well,
I
here's
thought was
one thing I
interesting.
learned. It took me a while to kind of like really figure out, but like once you've examined something or read something, it the first time you do it, it'll use a minute. But after that, if you want to re-examine it, it won't use a minute. So
Yeah.
like you can always re-examine things that
And they
you've
do a
already
good job
that
of,
have
of
burned
adding that
time.
stuff anyways to your like web of information. And that's what, to me, where it's kind of like Outer Wilds, where I feel like if not for that, I would be completely overwhelmed trying to keep all this
Yeah,
stuff in my head. But it kind of lays
it
everything out.
does an amazing
Honestly,
job of
maybe a
that.
little
Yeah,
too much. Like the game is not puzzle like in the way that like Curse of the Golden Idol is, where you have like no information. I mean, you have only the information in front of you, and you have to like do all of the work to piece everything together yourself. The game definitely feels like at times kind of like scripted. I mean, you have a voiced character who will occasionally like talk through, the mystery and stuff. And it feels a little like handholdy in that way that I wasn't expecting, but it's
but there's
still
also like,
rewarding because there's like multiple ways and places to obtain that
dude,
information.
there's the manor itself is like kind of like there's secrets all over it, and that
Mm.
can lead you to like really important things that tie into the mysteries. But like there was one room that I was like, damn it, I know there's something in this room that I need, but I don't know how the fuck. And it tells you that like someone found a way into this room. It doesn't tell you what they found, but they found a way into this room. And I was like, I have no fucking clue how to get in here. And I'm pretty sure it was like one of those things that it would be probably better if I had figured it out on day one, but I didn't figure it out until like halfway through day 3, and I got in
Oh, I
here.
think I might know what you're talking about because I
Uh,
saw some really weird shit on one wall, and then I saw it again, and I'm like, oh,
but here's the
there's
thing,
like some supernaturally stuff in this game. I feel like.
yeah. And I found like a thing that I was like, I'm pretty sure this is what's going to give me access to the thing I need to get to, but I have no idea where to find this like code or whatever to get in. And then it was like day 3, I was like reading through somebody else's like diary in a totally unrelated thing, and all of a sudden I flip a page and there it is. I see this pattern. I was like, I've had this in my inventory since day 1, and it's I didn't even realize it was related to this other character.
Oh,
Anyway, and I went
interesting.
back, and sure enough, that's what I needed to get into that place. And I was like, fuck, I've had access to this all along. I wasn't paying enough attention. So there's like lots of little things like that. Um and you mentioned it being like a good Halloween game. I totally agree with that. But also, like, to anybody who like watched the latest Knives Out and is like in that kind of like, ooh, like I like solving mysteries mode, like this, because that's kind of
I mean, it's a good mix
around.
of those two things, like
Yeah, yeah,
Halloween
yeah,
and Knives Out.
yeah. So if you like either of those things, it's great. I really, really enjoyed this game, and it goes deep. It stands out to me in kind of the same way Blueprints stood out to me this year. Um, just in terms
They're
of
very
like
very different games, though.
they're very
This
different
is
games, but
more
like
of
they're
a
both exploring like big mansions, but it's also very chill. Like this was like the perfect like it was. I played this game to relax, even though it can be stressful, kind of because of like the time and like what you're trying to figure out. But like this was just such a chill experience. But like I was constantly like finding clues and like seeing the web get bigger and bigger and like just seeing all that stuff and like having those moments where like I mentally connect the dots was super satisfying.
I feel like the game
So
doesn't really want you to get stuck for very long. Like
right.
there's
And
always
if
something to do and find,
and if you do
and
get stuck on something, there's like 15 other things that you could other
yeah.
like threads you could pull on.
It's not like
So yeah.
what was Lorelei and the Laser Eyes? That game was like you had to work for it in that
That
game.
game's
Yeah.
so fucking good.
I need to go
Sorry.
back to that. That game.
I think you would
Yeah.
especially really like Lorelei.
I mean, I did
Nick.
play like a
Oh,
couple hours of it, and I did
oh,
enjoy it.
A couple hours, dude.
dude.
Yeah, I know. I
What
knew
the
very like
hell?
I've been thinking about like what can I get to kind of scratch this itch somebody Ed recommended a game to me. I can't remember what it was called, and then somebody else had recommended
The
Golden
Root Trees Are
Idol.
Dead?
Yes, he recommended The Root Trees Are Dead.
I recommended The Root Trees Are Dead.
So you both recommended it.
Okay.
So I was thinking about that.
That one's much more like Oberdin kind of. Like you're doing a lot of like detective work and like going on fake websites to get information and stuff, and it's very much like Oberdin actually.
I like games that find unique ways to like give you the feeling of being a detective, and this is one of them, I think. But there are games that go a little bit deeper with it.
Fucking reminds me. I still forget. It makes me sad, but I forgot that the follow up to Hypnospace Outlaw got canceled last year, which is such a bummer. I love Hypnospace Outlaw. Man, what a crime!
I don't remember which one. I know the title, obviously.
Hypnospace Outlaw was where you were like on that
old
that
internet,
fake
like
vaporwave internet.
Yeah.
And you were like a cop or content creator kind of thing. Or...
It's like The Root Trees Are Dead, but GeoCities late 90s, like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. It was like Nubby's Number Factory, but an actual video game.
It was a Carlos game.
It was a Brad game, but a Carlos game.
Whatever.
Zane. And they did a spinoff of like Zane's like boomer shooter. He was that like punk kid that like everyone was talking shit about on the internet. Man, Hypnospace Outlaw was cool. What happened? It was very much like a Celeste dev. What was that game?
Earthblade that got tragically was canceled.
Tragically, yeah.
Oh my god, that makes me so sad. Anyways, yeah, that's the Seance of Blake Manor. Highly recommend it. Very cool game. Wasn't really on my radar until it was already upon us, and now it's a highlight of the year for me, I think. So, do play. Are you playing it with Malia, Brad? Like you'll do in that mystery thing?
That's why I was saying I was glad there was some voice acting, because a game that's like pure reading is harder to play. Like we're playing on the couch in our living room, and it's kind of nice.
A lot of it is voice acted, like pretty consistently, but there's definitely some conversations you're going to get into where it's like, well, it wants me to read.
She crochets. I told her she can't crochet while playing this game because there is stuff you have to read.
Yeah. All right, so why don't we I know we were going to talk about Monster Hunter, but we're getting close to the end of the first segment, so why don't we talk about Death Stranding 2 first, because let's revisit that.
Okay.
Chris Davis, this is actually on my list of games to kind of spend some time with over this long weekend, because I do love this game.
Yeah, so
and so does Crispy. Crispy loves this game too, and also Crispy pointed out that this was totally snubbed at the Game Awards.
Totally.
At the Jeffries.
Completely.
Which is crazy.
The
almost as snubbed as Monster Hunter Wilds, both at the Game Awards.
I know, but it's
this podcast.
It's the fact that it's Kojima.
Yeah, it's Kojima. Like Jeff snubbed his idol brother friend.
It was a competitive year.
Father friend.
Nothing was stopping.
Nothing was stopping Expedition 33. It was not.
Fucking French.
They strike again. Anyways, Chris Davis, you're back and you're playing Death Stranding 2. And you have a very colorful vehicle.
Yeah, I didn't want to play as at launch. I had other things to occupy my time, but I came back to it after Crispy.
Anti Death Stranding. I'm just kidding. You're not anti Death Stranding.
No, I'm not. I'm not anti Death Stranding. I've just got opinions about Kojima. So.
He was anti. You were anti.
He's anti-art.
Whatever.
Oh.
But I came back to play this because of Crispy, because he finally beat it and he was exuberant about it, and then I saw it go on sale for $40, and I was like, okay, sold. So I did it. So I've had 3 weeks to play it, and I've been slowly working my way through it. I'm about 52 hours into it. I have no idea what that means in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah,
you're getting there. I think you're like maybe a little over halfway.
I would have to assume so. I just had the second really big boss fight.
Okay.
The length of this game is why I'm not going to play it. I think
it's
a big all game. Consuming. It doesn't.
There was a big part where like I was just doing a bunch of like mountain climbing shit, and this game like very much turns into like a mountain climbing game. It was.
Come on, Brad, you love
It
mountain
was
climbing.
great. It was a wonderful game to come out right in the middle of my unemployment. Like, you know.
How serendipitous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have okay opinions of the original Death Stranding. I think it's a pretty good video game. I did not like how it was just a fucking post-apocalyptic UPS simulator.
That is the game. Like, what do you?
Yeah, that is the game, but that's all the game really wanted to be, and all the cool stuff that I actually wanted from it, like really fucking good
Guns.
combat that Kojima is known for. Like,
No.
it wasn't really like an emphasis. Like, the game purposefully tried to tell you, no, do not get into fights. Maybe go after BTs after like 50 hours when you're in a position.
I respected the hell out of it. I respected the hell out of it for being that committed to not being a traditional shooter.
I mean,
but
yeah, no, I can understand that. I agree with it.
But how do you
I
feel
love the
about this
philosophy
one
of how they
now?
put that in there. I like that in this, like, combat is so much more forefront, and the main difference that it makes for me is that when it comes to these games, like stealth games, I love to play pacifistically. I don't like to kill people because
Is that a word?
I'm making it a word.
Pacifist. I don't even know how to say that. You just said it so seamlessly. I'm sorry.
Anyway, so like in the previous
what?
In the previous game, like you start out and you have lethal weapons, but the game is telling you, no, do not get into combat, do not kill anyone. It's going to be bad, and it is bad if you do it and you don't dispose of the corpses. From the start of this, like, inside of an hour, you are attacking an enemy base, and you have non-lethal weaponry. In fact, you don't get lethal weaponry until dozens of hours into the game. And
it's still a problem, though. If you kill somebody in this world, it's a problem.
It is, but they keep giving you ways to, like, get around that problem. They give you an item
kind of
later
at
in
odds
the game.
With the art. Wasn't Death Stranding trying to like say something about stuff like that? I mean, I feel like Kojima is I mean,
Kojima is always trying to
he
say
just
something
made a
about...
shooter, but the people don't quote unquote die. But I feel like the whole thing with Death Stranding is like, no, man, killing a single person is catastrophic, so you're gonna deliver mail, motherfucker.
They do it like Death Stranding 2. I think the toolkit, they've really kind of gone to town with the toolkit in this game, and like you just have a lot more options, like non-lethal options, at your disposal, and those are fun. Those are inherently fun to use. So like, even though it's not a traditional shooter and you're not actually killing people, you still feel like you're engaging with combat in a meaningful way.
Yeah, but like
in this game,
unlike the first game, this feels like a much more like gradual turning of the wheel back in the direction of Metal Gear Solid 5 as far as like how combat and infiltration and stealth goes. The bases, they repopulate over time, they get tougher, they introduce new enemies, and the AI is actually pretty good for what they give you. I don't know, and they escalate the
How's
AI
the package
too.
delivery?
It's the same fucking old package delivery with just a few more tools. That's really it.
As an outsider, it's crazy that you are happy that I thought this was cool because it wasn't Metal Gear Solid, and you're happy because it's more like Metal Gear Solid now.
It is a weird dichotomy, but he also says that because he is a big Metal Gear Solid fan.
Yeah,
who
I know,
but you have beef with Metal Gear Solid 5.
The conversations we had with the first game were like, "Oh man, I'm just putting ladders, and I found a ladder, and I like the shit out of it because man, that dude saved my life." And now he's just talking about non-lethal assault rifles and shit. It's just like,
it is definitely the thing that kind of like mechanically kind of makes it stand apart.
I think we're also kind of like overplaying how little combat was supposed to be important. In the first game, combat was important because half of the whole challenge of delivering the mail is that you're in a fucking wasteland with bandits who are trying to steal the mail.
Yeah,
that is true.
Like, you have to deal with that.
Yes.
You have to engage with that at some point. And in this, you are on like a more like direct mission where you're like, there's like more enemy factions and stuff. There's a lot more combat. There's a lot more flexibility to the combat too, though, which I think is maybe kind of what Chris Davis is getting at.
Yeah.
That like the kit is greatly expanded, so you have a lot more options for dealing with it. The combat was always fucking good though. Like it was sick.
Like
playing this game made me go back and play Metal Gear Solid 5 because I was having so much fun playing this. Like,
and you know, the limited toolkit in Death Stranding 1, it's funny because like when I think back to like what was combat like in the first Death Stranding, the only thing I could think of is I forgot what they call it, where you shoot the wires that like wrap around them and like trip them up and make them fall.
Bolo gun.
Yeah, dude, I love that gun
You get a
so
bunch of
fucking
them.
much. But that's all I fucking remember using in the first game. And now in Death Stranding 2, I'm like, I have that, but I also have like
there's
5
a new
other
bolo
things
gun.
that yeah.
There's
And,
a couple new bolo guns.
Yeah.
There's also like now your car like has automated weaponry on it. So like while you're driving around, there's like a like you have 2 different like hard points that you can mount these like automated things to, and like some of them will like there's one that's just like a sticky gun that like shoots a grappling hook that grabs packages. So like all you have to do is just like drive near a package and it'll go boop and like pick it up and throw it in your trunk. And then it'll have like guns that shoot like, you know, pacifier rounds that knock people out. Later on, you're getting like Metal Gear Rex's fucking railgun that's automatic, and if it kills somebody, it like causes a void out BT thing. Like, but you're not controlling it, so you have to like be careful if you're driving around with it. Like, I don't know.
I just got an attachment.
You're all wrong about Death Stranding, is what I'm trying to say. You're all wrong. And it's brilliant.
But we all love it. We do love it.
I know, but you love it wrong.
Well, I don't love it.
I've never played them.
I just got a attachment for my car that does an artillery shot across the map and just blows up everything.
Yeah.
Like
seems dangerous.
Yeah.
The mule bases, there are a lot more of them. They do refill faster. I will say, like, because in the first game, I do think it was a really cool idea that you had to be more careful about killing people because you didn't have as many options for not killing them, and but there was like one kind of surefire way to deal with the problem where like if you killed somebody, that means you just had to take their body and like drive it to the incinerator, which there was like one on the map, and you could burn it, and that would get rid of the problem.
I feel like that's art. That's art.
That is art. They didn't have an incinerator in this one. Instead, you could just incinerate bodies like at any facility, basically, I think. You could just take it to a facility and load it up, and they'll be like, okay, we'll take care of this. But also, they just kind of gave you more non-lethal options right out of the gate so that it wasn't as much of an issue. And then, I don't think Chris Davis is maybe quite here yet, but he's starting to get there later on in the game. It's like all bets are off. Like it's just like there's big changes.
Yeah.
And yeah, like pretty soon it's like fucking robots and shit that you're fighting. Like,
oh yeah. No, there's robots and samurai mechs and all sorts of stuff, and like they
the
give you an item.
Don't cut it.
They give you a coffin that you can use to dispose of bodies immediately.
Oh yeah, they don't give it to you immediately.
No, but you can get rid of them immediately as soon as you put it in it.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
The coffin surfboard. Yeah.
Yes.
All that thing is.
What the fuck?
Coffin surfboard toboggan.
It's a means of conveyance. If you're within the network, you can ride it like a surfboard because it rides on the tar currents. Or you can put dead bodies in it and it'll incinerate them. Or
you can hide
in it yourself. You can get in it and it'll like submerge you in the tar currents so you can like hide anywhere out in the field. Dude, this game was fucking running on all cylinders, and it didn't get a single nod or mention.
It was nominated in quite a few categories.
Nominated a bunch, but like, come on, nothing. Expedition 33 needed all the awards.
It only got 9 of the 11 awards.
It won everything but best sound design,
which is a shame.
I don't buy it.
It's not a shame.
Who did end up winning sound design?
What this game?
Battlefield.
Which that's
by
weird.
The time you get to by the time you're like running around with the surfboard coffin, you've got like your fucking jump jets on your back, you've got the crazy different, like, remember they had like the exoskeletons in the first game? They've expanded that concept now to have like different lines of exoskeletons that do different things and help you in different ways. You've got like all these like anti-gravity devices that can like slow your descent. You can basically like jump off a mountain and like fly and then land and then surf on a coffin surfboard. Like, it, dude, shut up.
I have beef with the anti-grav bullshit. Okay, so I got an anti-grav attachment for my van. Okay, and for some reason throughout this entire footage, I just didn't need any more than just one. It was working just fine. It would launch me up way in the air. It would come down, and I wouldn't take any damage from my cargo. But throughout this fucking footage, I'm trying to use it, and it's just doing a normal bounce. And then at the very end, as I'm coming down this fucking hill, it decides to launch me into fucking outer space. I come back down, and it destroys almost all my equipment inside my fucking van. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
That sounds like a great moment. What do you mean?
Yeah, that sounds like that. I wish that. I'm glad you got it on. I'm glad you got it in the footage. That's
I had
fantastic.
Hundreds of kilograms of like stuff to transport in my fucking van, and it just almost destroyed all of it. Like,
the game heard what you were saying about delivering the mail, and it was mad.
There are trains.
There's a monorail system in the game. It's cool. I will agree. The monorail is cool, and the way it connects to the zip lines, it allows you a whole different way to traverse the map. It's awesome. That's really cool. And you fly around in basically a giant Metal Gear Rex head called the Magellan, which floats underneath the earth through the tar pits, and it's one of your very first, not your only, one of your first like ways to teleport across the map, and it's cool. I like it. It is 100% a Metal Gear Rex like skull. Okay.
Yep.
But
literally,
yeah. But there's also some bullshit in this game. There really fucking is. There was a moment early, like 6 hours before I did this recording. I was on my way to the Architect, which you have to get past a BT field. And it was full of the big new BTs called the Watchers, who can actually see you unlike the rest of the BTs. So I'm trying to deal with them, and I realize, I've just run out of blood grenades. I need to go back. I had parked my van underneath a timefall shelter, perfectly parked it. It was just fine. I come back, the fucking van has despawned. It's gone, and all my cargo is just laid out right underneath the fucking timefall shelter.
Well, something happened while you were gone. It must have.
All my all the stuff that it was transporting was in there. So I had to haul ass across the map, fabricate a new van, buy and build more grenades, and then come back, load it up, and just haul ass through the field just to make my delivery. And it's just, there's small things like that fucking ruin it. But then there's every like 10, 15 hours, there is something that legitimately puts a fucking smile on my face. Like, holy shit, this is awesome. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is great. Like, the Headless Rider, I won't tell you what it is, but it's fucking fun. And it uses a mechanic that I don't think will ever appear in the rest of the game. Just like something else that happened like 20 hours earlier in a valley. Crispy knows what I'm talking about. That gives you an item that has no use elsewhere for anything else that you can do. But it's fucking cool.
Man, I don't think I've gotten that far yet.
You'll know what I'm talking about when
I'm going to play this tomorrow.
I'm
jumping back in.
It's good.
Also,
go.
Look, I don't know what happened to you out there in that timefall, but that sounds crazy unfortunate. But anyway, yeah, this game's fucking great, man. Just shut up and like, just shut up and play it, Nick. Oh my god, Nick!
I have every intention of playing it.
Nick, did you find the pizza chef?
Dude, the pizza chef's great.
First of all,
and he gives you some of the best. Dude,
I've played about 20 hours of this game, but it's been like 3 or 4 months since I've touched it.
One of the like 19 one of the like 19 grenade types you get in this game is rubber pizza dough, where you
Yes.
just like pull out a pizza dough and like flip it around and like shoot it at people, and it like knocks them out. Like,
What
Yes.
the
it's
fuck?
so sick.
It has
It's
one of the
so
best.
sick.
He has
You
one of the best
learn-
fight sequences in the entire game. It's great.
he teaches you like kung fu, like you learn like pizza chef kung fu from him that you can then like use out in the world like in fights, which comes in handy. It
I mean, that sounds magical. So
What is it, Art? Hey, Nick, I think
Yes!
instead you should play Many Nights a Whisper. Have you heard about this game?
no.
A short
have not.
interactive essay on dreams, pressure, and expectations. Take part in an ancient ritual where one shot determines the fate of a generation. It's an archery game all about making a single distant shot.
Wow.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Okay,
It would take
play them
you
both,
2 hours. You could finish it tonight.
dick.
I
Fucking
could,
play them both.
Sounds like Art.
dude. I have the next 3 days
Listen to
off.
it.
I'm gonna be trying to get as much, as many different games and get some time in with as many different games as I can. Death Stranding 2 being one of them, among other things. So, anyways,
Squeeze in some
Also,
80,
also,
90 hours
I
of
want
Death
everyone to
Stranding
know
too.
that Brad was like totally bitching and berating at Carlos earlier about being a hipster, and then he comes in here and is like, "Oh, well, you should play Many Nights of Whisper because it's art." Blah, 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 blah." Fuck you.
the
Fuck you.
hypocrisy is.
It was a joke. I've not even played it, but I did hear it's
Fuck
pretty good.
you, dude.
On that note, we're going to take a quick break, guys. When we come back, we're going to answer another icebreaker question, and we're going to talk about Monster Hunter, which we haven't talked about yet this year. And then we're going to wrap up the show with the 4-player
A game
minute.
that keeps getting updated, Nick. It's a live
I know.
game.
I know. Y'all streamed it.
It's
It's like
It's
the
a live
8th
service
podcast
game.
we've talked
It's
about
a
this
live
fucking
service
video
game,
game.
Nick.
That's the joke, Chris Davis. That's the joke. But anyways, there's a major title update. Brad and Crispy streamed it earlier today. They're going to talk about their experience with that. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I bet it's more than 8.
Yeah, probably.
What is the number?
I don't think it
8:59.
is more than maybe if you count like 1 or 2 episodes before it came out, where we were like, "Ooh, I'm really excited about Monster Hunter Wilds."
Yeah. Like your overreaction every time I suggest that maybe we should talk about Monster Hunter, a game that gets like significant updates throughout the year, is crazy. It's also like one of like the second best selling game of the year. You need to relax.
Of all time.
Gonna get some
Dude,
water. I'll be right back.
stop making me think about Death Stranding 2. I'm gonna cry, okay? That game is beautiful art. There's a really beautiful moment that they don't even like call attention to, that you just kind of have to like be paying attention to notice at the end, that like made me burst into tears when I saw it.
But is it
He's-
like nature or whatever? Like what what is that what made you emotional or whatever?
Nature?
Yeah.
Like the majesty of nature.
So like I've heard like someone described Death Stranding recently in such like a really cool way, and I know it's true because I understand like Hideo Kojima's games, and he said something to the effect of like there are like really heavy like handed moments that the game wants you to like emotionally react to, and you just like fucking don't. But then like maybe like a half hour later the game accidentally does something that elicits like a significant emotional reaction, almost like not on accident, right? Or just like a little thing can evoke feelings that it's so weird. And I know
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima knows what he's doing, but like I think
I don't know. I feel
he's-
like they all got me. But yeah, there's there is definitely some stuff that's like, I mean, I don't know.
Hideo Kojima
You-
doesn't know what he's doing all the time.
Shut the fuck up.
He doesn't know how to name a fucking video game character. I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow? What the Die Hardman?
These are like
like,
NeoGaf posts, Chris. Davis. Come on,
Heartman?
man. We're-
let just a single ounce of whimsy into your life, Chris Davis. Christ's sake. All I'm saying is, like, when you said like nature, I was wondering where you were going with that, because this game does in particular seem to have like one of the sub themes is kind of like this like fascination with like nature and how like the health of the planet relates to like the health of humanity and
I mean,
yeah.
if it wasn't 90 hours, I'd hop right in.
90 hours. Was it 90
It
hours?
is. It's
I
like
played for
a
90 hours.
slow start. I know, because I've started 2 Death Stranding games, and then I just get frustrated with
This one's not
the
as
menus.
slow.
Dude,
The start
I dive into
here
the
is not
menu
as
and I'm like, I don't understand what any of these buttons do, and I turn it off. That's what happens.
This
to
game is
both
so
of
much
them.
more intuitive than the first one, though.
the first game.
You say that as people who've played the first game. I'm sorry, but like, your opinion is not valid. It's just not. You've played an entire prequel to this game. You can't properly judge how intuitive the second game is. You're comparing it to your experience with the first one, a game that you've played a significant amount of, hours in, right?
Yeah.
It's like, imagine never playing, like when I pop in a new Monster Hunter game, I am so much more comfortable with that
Dude.
disaster. A new player is going to be like, what the fuck is going on? But as someone who's experienced that before, I will never understand just how bad it is the first time you play a Monster Hunter game.
I mean, it feels like Metal Gear Solid 5 to me with package physics. That's it.
Metal Gear Solid 5 was fucked up too, dude. It was fucked up too. All of Kojima's, like, all the Metal Gear Solid games were like this. Like, they don't play like normal shooters and video games, and like their menu systems are fucked up, and it's like, they use the Japanese confirm.
I do want to vocally agree with Bog Noise, though. He says the Drawbridge crew is great. That is a huge part of this game that is like very different from the first. I mean, it's all, soft stuff. It's not like the actual gameplay. It's the story and the characters.
Yeah.
But like this game has that like Mass Effect 2 kind of feel where you're like, I would die for any one of these people kind of thing going on. Like,
I like Fragile a lot better. I like Tomorrow. I like Rainy. Rainy's great.
But this also happens.
What about Tarman?
Tarman's fine. He's okay. He's monotone, but he's fine.
Oh my god.
But it's like a Yakuza game, or like like any series that has a lot of returning characters. You have like warm feelings towards characters you already knew from the first game.
This was not a lot of returning characters.
Yeah, there's
Tomorrow
way more
was in the first game. Tomorrow was in the first game, or not Tomorrow. Fragile was in the first game.
Yeah,
and the villain was in the first game.
That's it.
The first game is a very lonely kind of solitary experience. You make a lot of friends who like live in bunkers and stuff, but they're not like out with you in the field. This game feels different because you have like this support crew around you.
I was gonna play this game having not played the first game. Is that still okay?
I think you could. I mean,
if you don't give a shit about
I think
the story,
there's a lot about the
game,
lore. I think there's a lot about how like the lore of like the Death Stranding and shit works. That would be confusing. That I don't know that the game ever really catches you up on. Like, if you're ever curious about what a BT is or why dead bodies explode, they don't spend a whole lot of time on that.
You got to go into an encyclopedia to read that.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Wouldn't do that.
Nick, I think your gain auto went up because, good Lord, we could hear you talking from the hallway.
Yeah, no, Robin was. Yeah, she was saying.
No, your like
gain is way
high right now. I think it
auto. Okay. Did I say something inappropriate?
No, you're just really loud right now.
Did you?
Right now?
Yeah, you're like super loud.
Okay. Hold on.
It might be adjusting itself.
You're so
I think it is.
loud.
Why would it adjust?
Well, I think it's got some auto thing because when you came back, it was like insanely loud, and now as you
Yeah.
talked a little bit more, it went back down.
That's
Dude.
annoying.
It might be like it's just
I'm
a setting.
disgusted. I'm
With what?
disgusted. Just gaming in like fucking
Gaming is bad.
beauty and art, and I don't have enough time. I have kids.
What are you talking about?
Death Stranding 2 is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you just turned your nose up at the game where you shoot an arrow to
I
like
didn't
determine
turn
the
my
fate
nose
of.
up it.
Oh, you kind of.
I turned my nose up at you turning your nose up at this.
I still
Okay,
too
I
loud.
did look that up.
You sound fine.
Okay.
Many Nights of Whisper from the creators of The Real what?
I don't know the creators.
Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood.
Oh yeah. I heard that was pretty good. Came out a couple years ago.
$3.
Okay.
I would totally play this, but like, yeah, I don't know I don't know. You're like, oh fuck that game, play this game. Like, no, fuck you, play both of them.
All right. It's definitely was auto adjusting. It's a Discord setting apparently.
Wow.
Recording. Oh, a Discord setting. Interesting.
It had automatic input sensitivity.
So it's not fucking with your recording or anything.
No, it's Discord.
Crispy,
Do I
yes
sound
or
okay?
no? There is.
You sound good. You sound good.
Beautiful.
Can you cross and over the tar into the craters on the map? Like in a boat?
In a boat, no, but
Okay.
you can cross the tar.
Oh, that is how I got to the inventor. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh boy, because like there's those huge craters on the map, and they take up so much fucking space.
Well,
but like,
some of that stuff is skybox.
yeah,
Some of that
skybox
stuff.
that was my fear. Because like
But
there's a huge windmill farm off in the distance. I figured that was skybox.
there's a big crater lake in the center of the continent too that like you will get familiar with.
Well, I figured that out because I kept finding like road stations to put insane amounts of resources into. So I figured I was going to come back to that eventually. But
yeah, there's. I mean, just fucking.
Just keep playing.
Just shut up.
Okay, all right.
That's Crispy's quote for the night. Is just shut up. Just shut up.
Just stop asking questions. Eat the art. Enjoy the art. Appreciate the art.
Tell you what,
I'm ready if y'all are.
They do more Headless Rider stuff, and I'll be happy.
That was pretty cool.
That was really cool.
I think that's building off of like they had like a racing mode in the gold edition or like the director's cut or whatever the first.
I don't know what you're
But
talking
that-
about, but sounds like the kind of stuff that like I know I'll say like I don't really care about the story or the lore, but like I'm still in it for like the one-offs, the small moments, like the kooky characters on the side, the side quests.
Oh
you know,
my god! Then, buddy,
Doll Man
the
is
whole-
right up your alley.
No, I know. It's just it's a lot, you know. Like honestly, I've been still chipping away at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Dude,
The
we talk about
main
Doll Man.
story in that game, I do not care about the
What
politics
are
of
you
this
kidding me?
world, but like you meet like there's so many side quests
This
and like
world.
side interactions and like
I-
sorry. So
yeah.
tell me about how much you love Wenceslas, Nick. I'm saying like the big story that's happening
they're
in the
like, oh,
background, the
our lord
politics
wants to
of
parlay with your
yeah,
lord
that's
about the
not the
war.
juice of Kingdom
Yeah.
Come
Well,
Deliverance
of
2.
course,
It's everything else.
it's the story. I mean, it's a character story. Like that's.
Yeah.
I wasn't
And
implying that I
like
care that
importantly, like I don't care about like the kings and stuff. I care about like the dude who stops me on the side of the road and is the most like
But I
you
do
know
care about that. I care about that stuff just in the sense that like it is what's driving the actual characters. So it is important.
like the characters like above me, honestly. Like you're getting pulled along and like whatever. Me and Hans, we'll till the
You're his
end of
bodyguard.
yeah. Well, not just his bodyguard.
His
Um
fucking booty guard.
yeah, we're I'm definitely going down that path. But
Oh God.
yeah, like the machinations of various nobles and kings and stuff, man. I'm just caught up in it, but you know, I want to talk to the guy on the side of the road way more than I want to talk to, fucking whoever
Yeah.
these people are.
Yeah.
Like and you could tell they're like real people. Like like they probably have Wikipedia pages and stuff. So like they'll like kind of like make a big deal out of certain characters, but it's like I don't know that history, man. You're just another guy who's not as funny as that guy I met half an hour ago.
On the road.
Yeah. And it's like the places those small interactions go can be so crazy sometimes. It's like an incredible game, but I don't care about Sigismund or Sigismund or Wenceslas or what's his fucking name? I'm recording.
too
I've
long.
been recording. Should I stop
Oh
my
shit!
recording? Or
Yeah,
is this
start
a
your recording over.
podcast? I mean,
I am recording.
You gotta let us know when you're starting back up. I'm recording.
Good.
Ready to go.
pizza dough guy sounds cool.
Oh, you don't know anything about pizza dough until you've played Death Stranding 2.
Bro, what does that mean? You're vague about something you went into detail about already.
You gotta play.
I know. It's described in detail why the pizza
man.
dough guy is cool.
You haven't seen half of it.
Are we ready?
I only told you all about it.
Are we ready? Can we start?
But
Yeah.
also, if it's your birthday, yes, I'm ready.
Oh, I was like, what? Okay,
You
I
start
get
saying
it
our
now.
names, I think.
All right. Roll call for the second segment starts now. Brad,
I'm here.
Crispy,
Hello.
Chris Davis.
Hello, I'm also here.
All right, welcome back, guys. Brad, I know we got into like an unexpected conversation about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 during the break. Did you want to say anything about that on the record?
Not really, no. I mean, we'll
No?
talk about
Okay.
it. We got Game of the Year talks coming up, right?
We
That's
do.
up
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
of
and
course.
that's a bit of housekeeping I didn't bring up at the top of the show, just kind of to let y'all know, because this is first show of the year. So the next 2 weeks, I think. So next week, I think the tentative plan is to do our Fantasy Critic Draft / preview show next week, because that's just kind of a good way to talk about games coming out in the future. And then the week after that will probably be our award show, which is, I think the timing works out pretty well because there's not a lot of like major releases, I don't think, in January. I think
I mean, there's
so.
stuff, but usually
There's
it's in the
definitely
back half of the month.
There's always stuff, but yeah, the first half of the month is not super packed. So this is a good time to kind of get those shows out of the way, and it just happens to work out. So next week we'll talk about we'll do our draft. Also, before we get to the 4-player minute, I forgot to mention I do want to kind of wrap up, kind of like talk about where we ended up in the Fantasy Critic Leagues for 2025.
Here we go.
Put a little bow on that, but of course, before we do that, I want to make sure we talk about Monster Hunter Wilds. There was a major title update. Brad and Crispy even streamed some of that game together earlier today.
I've been playing it like all week. I am late to the party. I've been telling myself that I don't want to do this because it's the end of the year and I want to finish up games. I want to play games.
Fuck.
Yes.
Sorry, no, go ahead. I didn't do the icebreaker. I'm not used to this yet, but I'll do the icebreaker after.
Okay. Well, no, do your icebreaker.
Are you sure?
Go, let's go. Yeah,
Okay,
let's
all
break
right.
that fucking ice.
Sorry, I'm not used to this yet. I'll get better at it in the future. Our question for the second segment comes from Ashif96 in Pennsylvania. Ashif. He does start off by saying, first off, thank you guys for years of entertainment and gaming talk. I'm sure many viewers and listeners agree that while much has changed in the past 15 years in life, I'm thankful you guys have been a constant part of it. His question is not gaming related, but he's curious to hear what are some of our favorite movies of all time. Hope you guys have a wonderful 2026 full of games, laughter, and fan street. I should have asked this as like the icebreaker in the first segment because we were talking about movies.
Yeah.
But those are more recent movies. So like favorite movies of all time.
I'm not prepared to answer this question.
Dude, okay. I don't know if I've talked about this enough. I'm sure I've mentioned it before. I absolutely love the Ocean's movies. Like
really?
Ocean's 11, 12,
Are you
and 13.
serious?
Not what I expected, but
I've seen each of those movies at least like 50 times.
Dang.
I believe it.
I did not
love those
know
movies.
this about you. They're fun movies.
They're so fun. They're so crazy. I think Steven Soderbergh's just like a crazy good director. The amount of chemistry that Brad Pitt and George Clooney have is just absurd. I love those movies. I genuinely do. And I'm maybe even one of the sickos that likes Ocean's 12 more than 11. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I like those movies a lot too. I don't think I'm familiar enough with them to like. I couldn't tell you the difference, like which one is which.
Really?
But they're all fun. They're all fun. I even liked Ocean's 8. Is that what it was called? Ocean's 8. This was a fun movie. The one with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I saw that once. It was okay. It's not a Steven Soderbergh film, so it just
right.
It's just not.
They're talking
feels
about
like
Ocean's
exactly
14 at this point.
Yeah.
Are they?
Which I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, sure. I mean, maybe.
Let's see. As far as I haven't mentioned this in a long time, but I guess it's worth mentioning. Like my favorite movie probably of all time, the one I could probably endlessly rewatch, is The Bourne Ultimatum. I love that movie to death. I know it's kind of an odd pick, I suppose, based on Crispy's reaction.
That's the third one, right?
It's the third one. It's my.
Yeah.
I mean, I could watch all of them. Of them, but that is one of my most cherished theater memories. Watching that movie in a theater for the first time, that whole movie just
those
keeps me on my
movies
toes.
are really good.
They're very good, and I think that's one of my favorite caps to a trilogy, ever. But I'll also go ahead and give a shout out to I'm a big Scream fan. Scream 1 and 2, some of my favorite movies of all time, and more recently, The Batman.
Yeah,
I think at this point I like The Batman more than The Dark Knight. And that's saying something.
They're very different. They're very different, and they're both doing really different things. But I do really.
I cherish them both. I love them both, but somehow I think I appreciate the Batman at this point more than the Dark Knight. But love them both.
It's tough. It's so good though. I love it. Part of me still really wishes that they would make him the Batman for the new DC.
Did you watch the trailer for Supergirl? Okay, sorry,
yeah, I did.
It looks like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
It does, but it's not a James Gunn movie, which is what's weird. But I'm into it. I mean, I know the runs that they're kind of like drawing inspiration from, and like they're very Supergirl stories are very fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I still love that last Superman movie, so I'm ready. Brad, Chris Davis, you got answers yet? Favorite movies of all time?
It's
Chris Davis, you gonna say Sneakers?
I mean, I could have said Sneakers, but you stole it from me. No, I mean, you know me. I love all the Godzilla movies. I like
if gun to your head, you had to pick one.
Pick one Godzilla movie. The 1984 film. Actually, no. Mechagodzilla 2 from 1993. It's probably my favorite.
If I had to pick one movie from the Before trilogy, it'd probably be Before Sunset.
That's it. What is
Before Sunset? I mean, yeah.
I don't think I'm
the
not.
Linklater trilogy? We're talking about trilogies here, right?
I just
not necessarily.
I guess we are.
I mean, we just happened to all mention movies that were part of trilogies. So
wow, Chris Davis is like 19 movies. That's not a trilogy.
Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, Before Midnight.
movies,
We've all seen them. Come on now.
I have not seen them.
Anybody?
Ethan Hawke is
Ethan Hawke, Julie Delpy. Come on,
he's a fucking powerhouse. I just watched Moon Knight. He was really good in that.
I have so many.
I just watched The Black Phone 2, and he was really good in that too.
Okay, I like Mulholland Drive.
Oh, dude, Mulholland Drive was.
I've still never seen that.
That's a weird, fun, great movie. I had a few friends who just like lost their shit over that in college.
Yeah. I mean, any David Lynch is like that, though. But yeah, I mean, I love like the Coen Brothers, Fargo. I mean, there's so many. Inside Llewyn Davis, one of my faves.
I've gotten pretty obsessive over most fucking Wes Anderson movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Grand Budapest Hotel, I think is almost a perfect movie. It is endlessly rewatchable.
Yeah, I think that might be my favorite Wes Anderson movie, honestly.
I don't know if it's my favorite Wes Anderson movie, but I think it's almost a perfect movie. It's wild.
I like Paul Thomas Anderson a lot,
Dude. Oh, I finally saw fucking Leo One Battle After Another.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that
yet.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's good.
It's really good. It's so good.
I feel like There Will Be Blood's a little cliche, and I love it. But like even like Punch Drunk Love, I've always liked Paul Thomas Anderson. Like from fucking
he's great.
Yeah.
Fucking Inherent Vice. Dude. That's another movie that I got real into and watched like 9,000 times.
That's what One Battle After Another was reminding me of.
Yeah. It definitely has that same kind of vibe. Aren't they both Pynchon novels?
Is that maybe?
I don't know.
That sounds right.
One Battle After Another.
That sounds right.
David Lynch did Zodiac, right?
No, that's David Fincher.
That's Fincher. That's
Fincher.
Zodiac's really good though too. I mean,
do
David
like
Fincher's
Zodiac.
got some bangers,
dude. Doing a sequel to
I also watched. This is not. I mean,
oh my god, you're right.
Begonia I just watched, which was good, but I do really like
Yorgos
Lanthimos. I love The Lobster.
The Lobster
Favorite.
is so good,
dude.
The Lobster
and Dogtooth. You got to go back to Dogtooth. I know a lot of people haven't seen that one, but
fucked.
it's fucked up. It's fucked.
I watched The Lobster
Begonia
on a like for the first time in the last 2 years, I think. Going into it basically blind, and woof.
That movie's so good. I think about lines from that movie all the time. Poor Things was great. I love that. Poor Things was great.
Fincher did 7. Fincher did Fight Club. 7. Yeah, come on now.
Yeah,
Fincher did.
He did Alien 3, your favorite Alien.
Yeah,
movie.
I was about to say. I was like, am I getting my David? Am I getting my Davids backwards again? I was like, he did Alien 3, right? Famously my favorite.
No. David Lynch did Dune.
Yeah.
And like Blue Velvet and stuff too, but
Dune. Yeah, but Dune.
And Firewalk with Me.
All right. Ashif96, thank you so much for your question. Hope to hear from you again, and we appreciate the kind words. All right, let's now talk about Monster Hunter Wilds. Go. I don't remember where you left off. You were just starting to get into it.
Well, so I haven't talked about Monster Hunter in a while. I think the last time I talked about it on the podcast was Title Update 2 when Laggy came out, and there was they had the underwater combat and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. I didn't play Title Update 3 where they introduced Omega. Wait, 3 was when they introduced Omega. I mean, there's been big significant updates between the title updates that I've been playing, but most of the Dream Spell like there's a big games coming out around then, like Silksong and Hades too. I was playing fucking video games, so I've been kind of trying to stay away from Monster Hunter. But now at the end of the year, I'm finishing games. I'm kind of winding down. I'm like, all right, let's turn on some Monster Hunter because, you know, there's a seasonal event going on, like the wintry one. There's a lot of cool stuff with that too. A lot of cool freebies and armor sets that look really cool. And in fact, some of those can even be like upgraded. One of the big things they introduced in Title Update 4, they introduced a lot of new systems. One of them is like you can ascend armor, which or transcend armor, which you can level up, like break like the level cap kind of for the lower level armors, but also like increase their like gem slots. So they're now like competitive pieces of equipment like at lower rarities, and like those they even like rebalance like set bonuses and stuff. So there's a lot of like things to mess around with to like really kind of like customize builds and stuff. Like they've been consistently improving, not just improving, but like introducing new ideas and like just really smart things to Monster Hunter over the past year that, you know, I get really frustrated when people talk shit about Monster Hunter Wilds, and I just know that they probably bounced like right after, I don't know, like Mizutsune or something, and then they're just like, oh, it's easy and stupid, and all you can fight is Arkveld, and you know, Zoshia was kind of cool, but like a lot of people bailed, and they've been talking shit. I've been seeing threads about like, oh, what Monster Hunter game should I start with? They're like, don't even bother with Wilds. It's trash. Go play Rise. And I'm like, fuck you. You're not playing the game. The game's got so much better, so much more balanced and like difficult in good ways. And like you can, whatever.
It's been a journey for this game.
It has been a journey. And Title Update 4 is the last like major title update for Monster Hunter Wilds. Gogmazios is the send off set piece monster for Monster Hunter Wilds.
That's what you're fighting right now?
Yeah, that's what I'm fighting right now. So it's like it's a very like it's a larger than life, like, you know, semi like scripted battle, like with different phases. It's very much like a Fatalis or an Elatrion, where, well, yeah, more like a Fatalis. Fatalis was the send off monster for Monster Hunter World. And I was kind of hinting at that, not to say that like this monster is like as difficult or anything as like Fatalis, but it you know, it does the proof of a hero drop towards the end of the battle, which, you know, they did when you fought Fatalis and stuff. So, but whatever. It's this the monster is really cool. I mean, it's a cool like cinematic fight, and you're like charging up like the most ridiculous like cannon by like you're literally we're not going to get very far in this footage. It's just Monster Hunter, but different phases of this fight have you doing like really ridiculous stuff. That's not like a normal Monster Hunter kind of thing. The first phase of the fight is definitely very just, I'm fighting a big, scary looking dragon thing.
Scary
but as the fight progresses,
like?
you end up on a ledge, and it becomes kind of a fucking, I don't know, like not your typical Monster Hunter fight. He's attacking and stuff, but you're doing all kinds. You're like rolling boulders at him, and like the main thing is he has this big huge cannon stuck in his back, and you're trying to like wail on his back to dislodge it, and then you're using the fucking stupid worm milk or whatever they call it, the wyvern milk to like drag these like tubes over to the cannon to like charge it up. It's bizarre, but it's fun, and it's like over the top. Like it's not like the thing I would want to farm over and over and over again, although the rewards for this fight and like the systems that it introduced are pretty fucking crazy. And I definitely want to get some more GOG hunts in. But I think we are. I mean, I'm still game, Crispy. I'm gonna play maybe coming up or this weekend or something, because I still haven't done Omega Weapon, which is the crossover hunt from Final Fantasy 14, and I hear that's also crazy and amazing, and the stuff you get from that's cool too. But I will say this hunt does have like this. It has an Elatrion style nuke that you can't escape, like a damage check nuke, where at a certain point in the fight, in the final phase, well, I mean, you have to like do enough certain kind of damage to like basically keep they call it a damage check, where if you don't keep up the damage like specifically dragon damage during this phase, he will do an attack that you can't escape, kills everybody in the fight, right? And if you're playing multiplayer, you're all gonna wipe. But if you succeed at the damage check, then it's a very like scripted cinematic fight. But you have like all the fucking hunters, ace hunters, and like the support hunters there with you. And Fabian like puts up his shield, and you got to like get behind him, and he'll block the nuke. It's really cool. But if you don't pass the damage check, he will just not stick up his shield. He'll just run like a fucking puss. And that's happened because I've been fighting this guy single player, and the support hunters are good, but if I'm not completely on it, I don't pass the damage check, and it's just so sad to see. Oh, well, everyone's gonna die, and I'm gonna cart, and I only have 3 carts because when you fight them regular, this is kind of like the first introduction where you have more carts. It's like a little bit easier, but when you fight them like subsequent fights after this, it's harder, and you can cart. You can't cart as many times. You can't die. You have less lives, I should say.
Yeah.
Fewer lives.
We understand the lingo. Okay.
It's a really epic fight. I mean, he's dropping all these like ancient weapons out of his body as you like damage him, and you're picking them up and charging. Are these weapons lasers, and you're all shooting lasers at him?
Are these like ancient weapons that got stuck in him from like people trying to kill him in the past or something?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's like they talk about it as like it's like an ancient sort of like the what do they call the Dragonators?
Yeah.
Like they have these like environmental weapons that are used to hunt monsters called Dragonators. You've seen them, Nick. They've been in other where like you pull a lever and like a big thing comes out and like
I just keep thinking of the Baconator from Wendy's, man. I go to a Dragonator.
A Dragonator sounds delicious. But it's from an advanced ancient civilization, so it's a giant like laser gun that you're charging up. Like it's just crazy. It's to have a bunch of players and support hunters like in the final phase are all just like spamming lasers and running because he's very deadly. But it was just a cool, fun cinematic fight. Definitely the kind of like thing that you only get to see if you're like playing like Monster Hunter all the way till like the end. And it's just the base game, and the expansion is going to come out, and I'm sure it's going to be crazy, and I'm excited about that. But like it's a pretty good send off fight. But I still got to go back and beat Omega. I will say though, the stuff you unlock, like I don't want to get into the nitty gritty, but it's like really like cool, powerful stuff that you can do to your weapon to like upgrade the Ardian weapons and like give them set bonuses, and all of his armor. They have their own set bonus where you like set bonus, meaning if you use like multiple pieces of that monster's armor, it does like a certain thing. But they come with like each piece of both the alpha and the beta come with set bonuses from the other monster sets. So you can like mix and match and combine pieces of this guy's armor with like one piece from this set and one piece from this set and one piece from this set, and get all of these like set bonuses at the same time. And it's really cool, especially because they've been going back to like rebalance that stuff and make that stuff more useful and powerful. And I don't know, man, like they've done a really good tech stuff aside on the PC. I'm a PS5 player. I've never dealt with the kind of shit that some PC players have had to deal with, and it's why a lot of people have been really mad at Wilds. But then there's another group of people who just played like that first month or two who are really bummed out about Wilds. But like it is not the same game. Like if you like I like Monster Hunter base games don't usually have these kinds of hands. Like World eventually got there, but it took a couple of years, I think. I mean, it was definitely like in the title updates that came out after release of the game, just like this game. So I don't understand why people have been so like down on just the base game at launch, because Monster Hunter's always done this. They've always introduced like harder and more interesting like systems and stuff like as the game after release, and it's been good.
It's never a Monster Hunter release is never meant to be like play it at launch and this is the experience, right?
It's just not that kind of series. It's like I just don't get it, right? It's like if somebody says
do we think
you experienced Monster Hunter that way and you had a good time, Nick? But like most like Monster Hunter fans who are like like with Rise and you did Sunbreak, and that's cool. But like a lot of Monster Hunter fans are like, you put in like 200-300 hours, minimum to like, that's like a Monster Hunter experience, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like imagine just playing the Division for like the first couple months and say, oh, the Division 2 was cool. I'm a Division 2 fan. It's like, it almost doesn't make sense. Like, it's not really. Well, I can't even say
I get
that
what you're
because
saying.
I've
You
never
can
played
be
the
a- you can
Division.
be a
Maybe that's
fan.
not like an analogy.
You can be a fan having only put that many hours into it, but like,
It's like, don't
you're
go on
not.
message boards talking shit about the game you don't
It
actively
is
play
a
Yeah,
because
different
it's
stay-
not.
experience.
Yeah.
Stay out of the
Like-
message boards if
Like,
you're at that
imagine someone
level.
playing Division 2 for a month and then in 2025 they're talking shit about the Division 2 because they didn't like their experience from the first 2
Yeah.
months. That's like, it's weird. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a live service game. We have
It
to.
is. It is.
We have
And
to
you gotta
let
treat it accordingly?
breathe and
But
grow.
all that stuff is free though. That's the crazy thing. And people
Yeah.
don't give Capcom enough credit. Like, all of this shit
A lot of
all year
free shit.
long, outside of cosmetic only stuff, has
It's
been
free.
just free. All the monsters and
Okay.
systems and like new shit is just free.
Yep.
But they've
I
specifically
have a
said that they're
question.
doing a paid expansion, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah. I mean, they
always
always
do.
they always
they,
do
they
that.
always do a
but-
a single paid expansion.
I
But
thought
like
they
Monster
weren't
Hunter
doing that this
used
time
to-
around, but okay.
No, they
I mean,
are.
they
always
did
do.
Iceborne and then Sunbreak, so yeah, they'll
Yeah,
be.
yeah, they've always done that. Although, Monster Hunter, when it first launched, the series was a monthly pay to play game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't always
that's
free
nuts.
like this. Yeah.
On the PS2.
Yeah.
Oh my
it was-
god,
you
that's
paid-
fucking nuts.
You had to get a hunter pass or whatever they called it.
I just have one question. Do you
Yeah.
just, and it may be way too early to even be able to answer this, but like, do you think history will look back at Wilds the same way it looks at World?
Well, no. Well, not
No.
right now. Well, I mean, the internet is different now, first of all. It's
Yeah.
different, and people are angrier at things for longer and for like maybe worse reasons. But
People's default state is angry.
But,
at this
like,
point.
Yes.
People are
it's
dumb.
somewhat cyclical with Monster Hunter, where like people talked a lot of shit about Rise when Rise came out, and now people look back on Rise like much more fondly. And I think that eventually it's going to come back around, and people are going to talk, compliment Wilds a lot, especially because people aren't comparing. They're comparing their first 2 months with Wilds to like all of World and all of Iceborne together, and it's
Yeah.
just not
Yeah.
fair. And they're doing the same thing with Rise and Sunbreak, and they're like,
Yeah.
well, this isn't as good as those. But like, bro, you're not comparing this to your first 2 months of Monster Hunter World. You're comparing it to everything, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
And when you're 2 months into the next Monster Hunter game, you're gonna look back on Wilds in the expansion, and you're gonna miss it because it's a fun ass game.
I get it. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but I'm looking forward to seeing. Do we know anything about this expansion yet?
Just
Or
that
that it's coming.
the series has been around for 2 decades and it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's coming probably. I mean, the earliest would be the very end of the year, but
Yeah.
probably I would say like early next year is my guess. Or I'm sorry, early next year,
Early,
early
as in
27.
2027. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I would say.
Cool. All right. Well, this is definitely. I thought about booting this up a little bit. At this point, I only spent like 3 hours
It's a lot.
with
It's
it.
a lot.
I'm gonna have to just start
Jager did
over.
that today. Jager did that today. He was
Yeah.
kind of on the call with us as we were playing, and I guess we were kind of talking about Omega, and he kind of got, ooh, I want to jump back in, and he did, and it was like, this is a lot.
Yeah.
He had not even fought Zoshia yet.
It's
Or
not.
like
It's
the
not a
real
game that's
Zoshia.
easy to. It's not an easy. It's one of those games you can't just put down, jump back into super easily.
You
Especially if you didn't sink
can,
enough
like
time
with
to it.
seasonal events and stuff, but like you still need to play like it in pockets throughout the year. You don't have to
Yeah,
play
and
all
I
year
did-
long, but you need to do like a couple of weeks.
I didn't even play it
weeks.
long enough to build like that, like muscle memory or like that. Find my flow.
Yeah.
So I really need to try. And
I don't
do that.
even
Maybe
think
I'll,
you saw the first Zoshia, right?
No,
It's the-
maybe I'll play
The
this
low
tomorrow
rank
morning. I don't
Zoshia
know.
fight.
All right, cool. So before we jump into the 4-player minute, now I guess would be the time, Brad, if you're ready to talk about
Well, so
where we
I
ended.
kind of want to explain it. It's not ready today, and it's something I've been wanting to do. One, to kind of like speed up this segment, right?
What,
it's
the
hard to.
Fantasy Critic? Oh no.
Oh, you want to talk
Sorry.
about Fantasy Critic?
I want to wrap up Fantasy Critic first, and then you can
okay.
talk about 4-player
You know,
minute for
we
sure.
can. I will say that. I know I said I could do that. We can wrap up Fantasy Critic next week before we start the draft, or do you want
That's
to do
actually,
it now?
I mean, that's actually not
Because
a bad
then we
idea.
might
'cause
actually have people there. We don't know about Nolan, right? We haven't even talked to him about.
we need to
that.
talk to Nolan this week and see
He might-
see what he wants
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Nolan has said that he is hoping to come back soon, but he's still, trying to find his what's the word? His system, how everything is working. He's
Yeah.
just not sure when he's going to be able to jump back into it, and he wants to be able to jump back into it, as close to normal as he possibly can. So we'll talk to him and see if he's going to be ready for the draft next week.
The reason I think it might be good to wait is because, especially because Ed is part of that like end of year
That's
drama,
true.
and I want him to be there to discuss his take.
Okay,
He
yeah,
got-
that's
he got
actually
so-
a good idea.
Fucked by one of his counter picks. Had like a very, very late year correction kind of thing.
Oh no!
It should have never been like that in the first place. So he I don't know. I don't know how fucked
All
he
right.
was really.
You're right.
Then
It
with
never
that
should have
said-
been like that in the first place.
That's a different topic.
All right. Then with that said, that's a good idea. We'll kick off next week's Fantasy Kick draft by wrapping up 2025 and then rolling straight into 2026. And what we've done the past 2 years, I think now, is just we've treated the draft as kind of our preview show.
Yeah.
Because it's just naturally we're going to be talking about a lot of games that are coming out. So it'll give us some time to kind of put that list together and be ready to have some stuff to talk about. So check back next week. So we'll go ahead and jump into the 4-player minute now. But Brad, do you want to talk a little bit about what we're thinking about as far as changing up the 4-player minute?
Yeah, I mean, our show goes long, and we have like kind of a narrow window where, as adults, we can reasonably record it, right? And it doesn't allow for much like flexibility or like hard to add new things like icebreakers and stuff, right? So I was thinking, in the true to its name, which was always
we have
a joke,
talked about doing this.
It was
to
always
some
a joke,
extent.
but whatever. Is to bring back like a timer of sorts, but like instead of just having like a timer, like find a way to like gamify it a little more. And I was immediately thinking about like lifelines or whatever, where like phone a friend or whatever would be like bring someone into my 4-player minute, like because there's a timer and I have a little bit. You don't have much time, and maybe like your each month your lifelines get reset. You could do like a filibuster lifeline where you can like double or triple the timer for you, but you can only use that once a month. So you better use it on a week where you really have something you want to talk about. But the idea is that we keep it short, and I think we should have like a good timer that we can hear on the stream, or like I was thinking something diegetic that like literally Chris Davis just holds up to the microphone. I think that could be fun.
Ooh, King Carey has a good idea. Poll the chat.
Pull the chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so good.
But that way, because we've tried this before, but I think we just get a little frustrated. And because I still want people to have a final thought, but it's not a segment that should be lasting like 25 minutes every show, which has happened or happens all the time.
In fact, it could happen tonight. We'll find out.
So that's kind of my idea. I guess we've never really bounced that off Crispy or Chris Davis. What do y'all think about it?
I'm not opposed to it. I just need.
I also think gamifying it might lead to us like doing a little bit more prep each week for like actually having something to say instead of just pulling it out of our ass at the end of the show.
Rules, huh?
Rules. Yeah, rules.
I hate that, but
it's just a timer. It's just a fucking timer.
Okay. Well, yeah.
You only have 2 minutes to talk about Star Trek. Can 4-player can it be like 2 minutes though? Like a minute is really short.
Do you know how much Star Trek there is?
There's a lot of Star Trek.
If the 4-player minute, maybe we can come up with some pun.
Dude, I watched Darmok and Jalad again this week. Like I got lots of that.
Time's up. I was thinking a good timer sound would be the Sonic drowning music.
Gilgamesh.
I don't remember what that sounds like.
Oh, you know it as soon as you hear it.
Yeah.
Somebody play it. I don't know.
I'm gonna play it.
Oh,
From the Genesis. You know what the Sega Genesis is, Nick?
I do know what the Sega Genesis is. Yes.
Oh wait,
I'm
you
not
never
that
played
clueless.
Classic Sonic. That's right.
I have played Classic Sonic, but I've
Then
never
you know this.
cared much. It's been a long time, Chris Davis.
This is like the end of the timer.
It's not gonna. It's getting cut out.
Oh,
Oh.
is it really going to cut out?
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
not
hear
playing
it.
for us.
Yeah. Shit.
We'll figure
Well,
it
I
out.
guess we'd have to turn off our like auto clipping or whatever, or
Whatever the
Noise
fuck that
the
setting
gates,
is.
noise gates and whatnot, or
The point
NVIDIA
is,
stuff.
The gates.
the point is, we have some details to figure out. So we'll continue to do it as normal. But like I said, the next 2 shows are probably not going to be normal because there'll be awards and fantasy critic draft and stuff like that. So maybe by the next time we do a 4-player minute, we'll have this all kind of figured out and we'll turn it into a little bit of a game, and hopefully it'll be fun and we'll get the community involved in some way. And
importantly, short. It'll be short.
It'll shave some time off the show and leave us more time to like really dig into the games we're talking about and not worry so much about, oh my god, we still have to do the 4-player minute, which usually takes us about 30 minutes. Anyways, that's coming down the pipe. So, but with that in mind, let's go ahead and wrap up with the normal 4-player minute.
Okay, normal 4-player minute. I'm ready.
Final thought of the week, Brad, go.
I just want to talk about one of Henry's Christmas gifts. Did I mention at all what I was planning on doing last? No, because that was like 2 weeks ago.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So I was originally gonna buy him just some video game he wanted, and he was eyeing the Sonic racing game and the Pokemon ZA or whatever. But I decided, I got something better. It cost me no money. I modded like my 3DS and I put a bunch of games on there. Specifically, there's one he's been really, really like, his most anticipated game is a sequel to a game that came out on the 3DS that he's never got a chance to play because I don't have it. I didn't own it, but I own it now through the power of the internet. I modded my 3DS and I put I felt bad, right? So I put 2 of the old Pokemon games from the 3DS, like Alpha, Sapphire. I don't know about these damn games. One of the Pokemon Y or
Pearl.
Sun and Moon or some shit.
Pearl.
Yeah, Pearl. I put some of those on there, including the Pokemon Art Academy because he's really into that kind of stuff. I put I put a couple Animal Crossings on there, including Happy Home Designer. I put a couple of Kirby games in there. I put a lot of shit on there. But the one, and I knew it, the star of the show was Tomodachi Life. He loves
Oh yeah,
Mii's.
you mentioned that.
He played so much Miitopia on the Switch, which is like the RPG that you play with Mii's. But and ever since they shown the trailer for Tomodachi Life, which comes out next year, like the one for the Switch, he's been fucking popping off. He's so excited. So I got him to play. I got Tomodachi Life for the 3DS, and this he literally has not touched these other games. He's been mainlining right into his veins Tomodachi Life. He's created every single fucking kid he knows at school, every single family member he's ever met, all of his friends and family and people, and all he's doing is playing Tomodachi Life. He loves Mii's and Tomodachi Life is a really silly game where you're just you have a town and you create you bring in these Mii's and they just live in the town, live in this hotel, and they interact with each other and have conversations and fights, and they might fall in love, but they also do rap battles and shit, and they have a text to speech sort of thing in Tomodachi Life, which is really hilarious as well. And you can create their modify their personalities. You can choose their favorite food or whatever. So Hook would be Griffin loves poo poo. And then so every time someone says poo poo, fucking Griffin's
oh,
pogging, he's flipping out. He's oh, look at Griffin, he's excited about the duty. So yeah, he's been having such a good time. But I'm getting a little anxious because I'm but also there's other games. Did you try the other games? I put some cool shit on there. Mario 3D Land. Come on, bro.
Nah.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Nah. All Tomodachi Life all the time.
You gotta let him find it.
Yeah. Dude, the thing I did not foresee is he keeps losing the stylus. And I have lots of styluses around, but he keeps losing them. I bought a cheap pack of styluses on Amazon, and he's losing those. He just like it's not a good like it's. I don't know what
He
they
just
were thinking
throws it
with the
away.
stylus.
It's like he treats it like a one-use thing. He like uses it and then he tosses it in the trash. It's like,
Kinda.
Get
I
like
mean,
a bracelet with a cord on it and attach to the side.
yeah, I
It's
was
a little
kind of
less
thinking
than-
about that. But man, I setting up his 3DS kind of got me excited. I've been playing some Oendon, man. That's such a good series. Oendon,
Oh
1
yeah.
and 2, and then the Elite Beat Agents.
Yeah.
I miss that series so much. Anyways, that's my 4-player minute.
nice, cool. Crispy.
Okay. So 2025, DC Comics started Batman Volume 4, the fourth volume of Batman Comics
Okay.
since 1940.
Damn.
And this new run is being written by Matt Fraction, who's a writer that I really, really enjoy. He wrote the Hawkeye run, the My Life is a Weapon, which is one of my favorite comic books of all time.
Is that the one where he's like he's cruising around with
Kate
he's in a-
Bishop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
You showed me that
I
comic book
watched
when we were in
that episode.
Pennsylvania.
I know. It's so good. I watched that episode 2 of the Hawkeye show recently, and it was okay, but it's nowhere near as good as in the
It's-
fucking. So
It's
so that like
transcending in the
that like so that book was incredible, not just because of Matt Fraction's writing, but also because David Aja, the artist, was just like so fucking with it. But this new series that he's writing on Batman, the artist is George Menez, who's another just kind of incredible artist. It's got that same kind of vibe to it too. It's got this like really kinetic, frenetic, like cinematic thing to it going on. Like there's an issue, like issue 3, Robin gets arrested by the GCPD and thrown in a the paddy wagon with a bunch of gangsters that he just beat up, and he's handcuffed but they're not, so they're like rough riding him around the city. So like they're like all these gangsters are trying to beat the shit out of him while the cops are also just like running into potholes and like skidding around and shit like that. Just to fuck with Robin. And like the whole fight scene of him just like in the back just like kicking these guys' asses and then like breaking his hand, it looks so fucking sick. It's so good.
It sounds a little
It's
like
incredible.
Sounds a little Captain America in the elevator kind of situation.
It's that same kind of thing. Yeah, it's that same kind of thing. And then like Batman has a spike strip that he throws out and derails the whole fucking car and pulls him out. Those
cops sound
so
like
good.
dicks.
No, they are. This is the first. So like, there's been a lot of status quo changes lately. So like, for instance, Wayne Manor is gone. Like Batman doesn't have Wayne Manor anymore. They live in a smaller mansion in the city.
A smaller
called Pennyworth.
mansion.
A smaller
mansion.
He's only worth like millions now instead of billions.
Oh
like,
God.
Yeah.
How can he survive?
Yeah.
That poor child.
Yeah. In the middle of the city. And Vandal Savage, I don't know if any of you guys know who that is, but he's a classic DC villain. Vandal Savage, he's like the dude who's immortal. He's been like a warlord in every like time period. He is the commissioner of the GCPD now, and like Jim Gordon's a beat cop. He's like the oldest beat cop on the force. So the whole GCPD is now at like open war with Batman. It's great. It's so good. It's really good. There's 4 issues out so far. You know, it just started at the end of summer, I think, and it is amazing. Highly recommend. Super great.
So that's Batman Volume 4.
That's just Batman. Yeah.
And what's the other run that we've talked about recently? The crazy kind of like, we've talked about it a few times. You know what? Where like the Joker's all fucking crazy and
that's Absolute. Yeah, I finally caught up on Absolute, and I finally caught up on Absolute. And 2 weeks ago was like their big introduction of the Joker. Like they like finally like kind of showed what his whole thing is. insane. Just fucking fucked up. Just I don't know. Like someone made a joke that like the absolute universe, at least as far as Batman's concerned, is just about taking every character and making them like bigger and more monstrous. And it's true. That is absolutely what they do. Like
And
he has
not
a
a
fight
problem,
with
though.
Bane. He has a fight with Bane who like pumps himself up with venom so much that he turns into like a 15-foot kaiju. Like
Jesus.
just transforms into a giant fucking monster of flesh. And Batman beats him by pumping more venom into him until he explodes. But that doesn't kill him. He's
What?
just like a sludge. And at the end of the fucking series, one of the big like overvillains has just like his fucking brain and nervous system in a jar, and they're like and he's still alive, but he's like
That's
the dude
crazy.
from fucking RoboCop 2, like
Kane.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Man.
Kane. Like when he's just like a brain in a jar. Like, it's fucked up, dude. It's so wild. Mr. Freeze in that one was like an actual creepypasta, like looked like the fucking Slender Man and could just like kill people by touching them. He was like frozen in ice for like 30 years, but was completely conscious the whole time in complete agony. Like, dude, I don't know. It's great. Comics are great right now. They're a lot of fun.
Comics are great.
They're a lot of
Comics
fun.
are great. Nice.
So good. That's it. That's all I got.
Chris
That's
Chris
it.
Davis.
Use your lifeline, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. I made a poor financial decision the other day.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so
The show
many.
is-
I
Also,
mean,
your
there's so
Zelda
many.
3DS is like a joke compared to my sick ass Samus 3DS.
Buddy,
Everyone has that lame ass 3DS. Come on, man.
the Majora's Mask one? Really?
Yeah, it's whack.
have
It's
it.
whack. Yeah, everybody
like it.
fucking has that one. Nobody has the Samus one, man. Come on.
Whatever.
What a bitch.
Oh,
I,
Zelda merch. That's
what?
original.
What? You got a black box. What is this?
This is an
You got one of
analog
those
3D.
green T-shirts with a Triforce on it.
This is not even surprising. It's not even surprising. I've clowned on you for overpaying for this shit.
So analog,
Talk
they,
about it. I'm sorry.
Analog came out with their Nintendo 64 FPGA system earlier last year, and I didn't want it because I didn't want to pay for it, and I don't have that big an N64 collection.
Those two different things. You
And
did
then-
want it, but you didn't
and
want
old
to.
consoles.
then right before Christmas, they announced for a pre-Christmas shipping a limited run of transparent color consoles for the analog 3D, and I couldn't help myself, and I did it. So I've got
Steve,
one. I haven't.
how
used
much
it
do you
yet.
use any of your analog stuff?
Actually, kind of regularly. Mostly
man's
my
about to
Super
lie.
NT.
This man's
No.
about to
No, I mostly when I play retro, it's usually through my Super NT. I mean, I've got a Mega SG and I've got a
I don't care about
the-
what you have. What do you play? How often are you playing it? Tell me the last game you played on your.
Oh, he's like, I've never played him.
You have the handheld one as well,
Oh, I got a Pocket. Yeah, I've got a Pocket. Yeah.
dude. I have my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance collection is worth thousands of dollars. I have so many games
Yeah.
that are like, and I would love to have one of those, but even then, dude, I could just get a $30 Chinese handheld and play all that shit, and it
Yeah.
just works, man.
Yeah. I know.
How
I
often
know
are you
could.
playing your handheld games?
Not very often. I'll tell you that right now. No, I mean I usually don't play handheld. Like I never like I could probably count on two hands the amount of hours that I have played my Switch 1 handheld. Like I just don't do that. I just play it on my TV.
Okay, so this new one you bought, it does like PlayStation and Sega Saturn and shit, right? That's the
No, this is the Nintendo
deal.
64.
Just the Nintendo 64.
Just Nintendo 64.
And how much is that?
This one was $270.
You bought a $270 N64.
Yes.
That console sucks, dude.
In
That
the year,
broad-
in
that
the year of our Lord,
broadcasts-
in the
that-
year of our Lord 2026.
that can overclock games
$200.
and broadcast at 4K.
Oh well, it overclocks them. So
Overclocked.
Hey, I mean, some of those games, like, when they're made for 15, 20 frames per second, like, that makes a world of difference if the gameplay isn't based on the frame rate.
You could just play them on your computer.
I absolutely could. I'm certain I could, but I don't know. I like. It's a boutique item.
What's your
lineup?
Like. What are you gonna play?
The first game I want to play, I think, is going to be Body Harvest.
Body Harvest is talking about. That's all you talk about on the 64. You talk about Body Harvest and you talk about your fucking rare destruction game.
Blast Core.
I think Chris Davis is like the most. Chris Davis is the most interesting person on this podcast, low key. Like, what the fuck?
He's the purest of us all.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly interesting, I guess, but it's.
Yeah, Bog Noise said he got one. That's awesome. Thank you, Bog Noise. Don't let them bully you.
Does Bog Noise also not play all of his bougie boutique fucking expensive emulation hardware?
So there's a guy named Taki Udon out there who is all about the Mr. scene and working on these clone consoles. And he's just about to release his PlayStation 1 FPGA system called the Superstation 1. And I've also got that on order, so that's coming.
This motherfucker.
It's so much money, dude. And I know you're not playing this shit because no one's playing it, man. Except maybe like Jeremy Parrish or somebody. Like, you're not.
I mean, he's not buying it to use it. He's buying it to save it for the end times.
This is the
archiving. He's archiving.
Dude. What are you talking about? All this shit's going to be fucking antiquated probably in another couple of decades. You know? Like, he's probably not even going to be able to hook that shit up to a modern screen in another decade or two. He's probably not even going to be able to hook that thing up. Like,
there isn't going to be electricity in a decade.
Huh?
I said there isn't going to be electricity in a decade.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I got solar panels.
But like, you know, you connect it via HDMI, right?
Yeah.
Like, what happens when HDMI goes away?
HDMI has been around for 25 years.
Okay.
It's never going to happen.
And
they're never going to let that go away.
That's a tomorrow problem, okay?
That's a 40 years from now problem.
That's the American way.
40 years, huh?
Yeah.
Slade says Chris Davis plays these on his $3,000 bed.
No, it's
way more. I don't
have
a TV in my bedroom.
Dude.
No,
it's way fucking more than $3,000.
I'm gonna be playing it on my LCD TV. I can't pan the camera to.
You can't quite.
I bought. It was the first TV I ever bought back in like 2006 or 2007.
What?
You're hooking that overpriced N64 up to an old TV?
I mean, I don't have a CRT, and I'm not going to buy one.
Why not?
I mean, they don't.
That's where you draw the line.
That's where the money should have gone, Chris. Yeah. Ah!
See this right here? See this CRT right here?
I can't see it. No, your room is too dark.
It's there.
Take your word for it.
Just
$12.
Just trust him.
$12 at a Goodwill.
2-inch TV.
I have
over here.
Okay, can I just say,
at a Goodwill.
For the amount of time we've been doing this podcast with this setup, I don't think I've ever seen Brad turn the light on in that room. And not that there's anything wrong with the way your room looks. It was just shocking to see that.
There's boxes all over it from Christmas, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. My 4-player minute.
Thank you.
Sorry, did you have anything else you wanted to say, Chris Davis?
No, I want the bullying to be over. So start your 4-player minute.
Okay. I mean,
you did it to yourself. You didn't have to. You can keep these secrets to yourself. The shameful secrets used to be a segment, but it's not anymore.
I will do one for you to stand in solidarity with you, Chris Davis. All right. I too made an impulsive purchase. It wasn't nearly as intense as yours, I suppose. But I did buy. There's an artist who creates like replicas of like famous things in like movies and TV shows, and he's creating replicas of Dexter's blood slide box, complete with all the blood slides like in the box.
You told us that once.
Complete with real blood?
I haven't yet. Well, here's the thing. I haven't told anybody this yet, except for John at Dexter Daily. But and
Robin know?
Robin, of course. I definitely
and of course my wife.
And of course
John
my
at
wife.
Dexter Daily knows everything about my life.
But the funny thing is when I bought it, it was like, look, we can't guarantee it'll be there before Christmas because I bought it at like the 10th of December or something like that. And I got an update on it the other day in an email saying, we got a shipping update for you guys. And unfortunately, it's not great. And the update literally says, we shipped all the boxes in bulk, but customs has returned the shipment back to us as they believe the blood on the slides is too realistic and have classified them as biological specimen.
Whoa.
So we're working on finding a new carrier that is equipped to handle these. So I just thought that was a hilarious update on this this purchase. But yeah, that was my.
Do you know what it actually is though? Like, did they just use resin or something?
I think it's just like resin or like some weird mixture of like corn syrup and stuff. I don't know.
Where is this guy located?
I think he's in the UK.
Oh,
I don't know for sure exactly.
You're never getting those slides.
I might never get them. It was only $100. It was only like $100, so it's not like the end of the world. But like I was like, if by some miracle if by some miracle they make it to my doorstep, it'll be super cool.
Pretty cool.
So, but also I will really quickly mention that I did finish Routine on the stream last week, and that game is really cool. Against all odds.
P6.
I don't know the full history of like that game's like crazy journey to. I know.
He did not take the fucking film off the top of that. He has not played that fucking.
I have not.
I saw the film on the screen.
Yeah.
He has not played that once.
I have not, because I have not had a game to play on it.
Okay.
It plays Game Boy Advance games.
Is so you can play your old games.
Yes.
The whole point of buying it is so you can play the old games that you have.
Yes. And I've got like 3.
Brad, get it out of your system. All right.
You have 3 of those?
Oh my god.
I've got 3 Game Boy Advance games.
Oh, well, that's just as bad, honestly. Go ahead, Nick. Sorry.
I finished Routine, okay? I finished Routine. I did it on the stream. And I know this game has like some crazy long history in it, and it probably doesn't even super closely resemble what it was when it started. But having played through that whole thing now, I haven't felt as kind of like affected by like a science fiction horror game since playing Soma. And I don't know what else to say about it other than that, but like, man, like everybody talks about
you felt it
more than a spooky thing.
It definitely, the spooky factor is really, 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 really cool. But kind of like when you get to the end and you kind of realize what's going on, and they kind of like flip the they do like a really cool flip your play with your expectations, I suppose, in terms of like how you're supposed to feel about certain things. And it isn't quite as like jaw-dropping as the ending of Soma, which I still think is like one of the most impressive dramatic video game endings ever created, because it was traumatic. And yeah, it's not that, but like some of the imagery they hit you with at the end like makes you completely shifts the way you feel about what's going on. And it's just like one of the best examples of like sci-fi horror, in my opinion, like sci-fi horror done right. Like it makes you feel really unsettled. It plays with just kind of like the misguided ambition of man in really interesting ways.
I mean, that's the best science fiction.
Hubris.
Yeah,
the hubris. Yeah.
So let me ask you.
Did it make you think and feel, Nick?
Yes, it made me think and feel, and like.
Well, then it's art.
But it's also way more like, I would say it's like way more kind of like mechanically demanding than something like Soma, because it is very puzzle based.
Everything's more mechanically demanding than Soma.
Yeah, but like it's constantly like it's very tactile in the way you have to like interact with the environment and think on your feet. It's really interesting. What was your question, Chris Davis?
I was gonna say, like, so I got to like the second big area where everything is like in the 70s instead of the 80s, and like at the end of like that first area,
the 70s instead of the 80s.
I mean that's the aesthetic that I get from it.
Oh, the aesthetic. You're not talking about like there's an actual shift in time period. Okay.
No.
We're
But
going back
like
to an older part.
it feels like you go to an older part of the
Yeah.
the lunar station, and like
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty much laid out what the actual plot line is. Like,
There's
is there a lot more?
I mean, a lot. It's not like I wouldn't say a lot more, but there is definitely a pull the rug out from under you kind of moment.
Okay.
Towards the very end, and there's certainly some like really creepy revelations where you start to kind of like really figure out how things work and
it's not some
what has
Atlas is
actually been-
Fontaine bullshit, but it's like
No. I don't. It's one of those things I wouldn't want to spoil for anybody. If you watch the stream, my stream, you probably know what I'm talking about. But there's just like you've reached the part where you're now trying to avoid the creature we talked about last week, which is horrifying.
great.
And the stuff they do with it is really, really, really cool. And
Shit.
it led to some really, really great moments on
It's
the
gonna
stream.
be coming up in Game of the Year, you think, Nick?
I'm still kind of trying to figure out my
If
my
you like.
like my list, and I'm thinking, Swanless in chat, Chussy Man is what we've been calling him.
Chussy Man?
Chussy Man, yeah.
I don't
He's
like
got
that.
a chin bussy,
A chest.
a chest bussy,
Yeah.
bussy, a chussy.
A Chussy. But yeah, I'm still trying to kind of figure out how I feel.
That can't
and
be
how
the
it
title of
relates.
the
My
episode
list is gonna
tonight.
be... No, it's not. I already have a title in mind. But yeah, routine was really cool. It was really affecting, really well done. Atmosphere is just on point. I want to make sure I mentioned it one more time. I know I didn't talk about it in depth tonight, but yeah, really cool game. And that's it. That's my 4-player minute. Guys, that's we've reached the end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who's sent us their questions in so far. Thank you to everyone who supports us on Twitch and Patreon. If you're not in our Discord, we'd love to have you. Discord.gg/4player. We record these episodes Thursday nights at 8 p.m. on Twitch. And that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. Brad's still holding up Game Boy Advance games just to show off how many Game Boy Advance games he has compared to Chris Davis.
We can't read that one.
I can't read that. I don't know what to say. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening. Again, join us next week on Thursday for our Fantasy Critic Draft / Preview show for 2026, and the week after that should be our 2025 Awards show. Got some good stuff coming up, and 2026 hopefully is just as good as 2025 in terms of games. Because damn, what a year! We'll see you next time. In the meantime, be good to each other, play video games, and good night.
All right, let me turn my focus on autofocus on so y'all can see some of this shit.
Show us some of that sweet shit.
Although this got re-released recently, so I wonder if it dropped in value.
Let me guess, Ninja 5.0?
Got a re-release recently. That's what it was. It's still really dark in this room. I should just turn a light on.
Yeah, you can't read it.
Ninja 5.0, baby.
Yeah.
What's like?
Is that like Hawaii 5.0?
Is the DS Rumble Pack like worth anything? I feel like these things, like who even had one of those? Because Elite Beat Agents had Rumble Pack support because the DS and the DS Lite had Game Boy Advance slots. Pretty hype.
Oh yeah, on the bottom. On the little booty, the little pooty.
It's not a big list.
Show some of these. Yeah, maybe if I turn on a light, people can see.
I mean, I recognize some of those labels.
Fire Emblem.
I have to get up.
Rivera.
I got some deep cuts in here.
Deep.
I don't want them to fall.
Deep ass cuts.
Dick ass pussy.
Deep
Yeah.
cuts.
I'm sorry.
Look at these deep cuts. Maybe I should turn on a light.
Yeah.
Cuts. So
I was thinking about that because like I do have so many physical Game Boy games, I'm like, man, I could actually
So deep for you.
All right.
I'm taking myself to see a movie tomorrow.
What do you
What
see?
movie,
This game right here.
Nick?
I'm going to see We Bury Our Dead or Bury the Dead. We Bury the Dead.
Oh,
This
Swords,
Astro Boy game on Game
Chains
Boy
of
Advance
Memories,
is
and
so
Astro Boy.
fucking good.
Really?
Astro Boy Game Boy Advance. It is a fucking one of the hidden gems on the Game Boy Advance. Highly recommend.
certified
Yeah.
gamer.
It's a treasure game, I believe.
Oops.
An absolute irresponsible banger.
I think one of those was Tony Hawk 4.
Tony Hawk 4. Oh, Lady Sia. That's a hidden gem.
Laetitia.
Lady Sia. Well, here's Tony Hawk 2. Now it's like too bright in this room.
Yeah, I've never had such a clear picture of your wall behind you.
Yeah, well, it's kind of junky because it no one ever sees it because it's always dark, and I don't do anything in this room but stream.
Pretty cringe, dude.
Pretty cringe.
Well, it was supposed to be a backdrop for like streaming or whatever, but then I never.
I think it looks
streamed.
nice.
Yeah, looks good.
But then
The
you
bad
had
Final
children.
Fantasy.
But then you had children.
The fucking my sweet tactics ogre thing that I put together. I got an extra deck
out
of
of the
those tarot
cards?
cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
still have a
lined
deck
the
of those somewhere.
Kachua art.
I remember
Anyways.
stealing a deck of those from GameStop when I worked there.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this is sick.
Got all the goats.
Sick.
Too bad it's all this gay fantasy art.
Okay. The Golden Suns and the Castlevanias and the whatnots. Oh, you know what's also hidden gem? The Klonoa games on Game Boy Advance. There's 2 of them. Well, actually, there's 3, but there's 2 of them that are like puzzle games. Those games are like really sick.
Is that like the little thing with like the hand ears?
More hidden gems.
The purple
Saber Wolf and Kim
Hand
Possible
ears.
2.
What am I thinking of?
Game Boy Advance hidden gems.
Say it one more time.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of. He has hand ears. Look at a picture of him and tell me those ears aren't hands.
No.
Oh, here's some more.
Shut up.
Yggdra Union. They've released this game a bunch.
Nick,
I feel like
hey,
it's weird.
Nick,
Ah,
I'm
what?
gonna fucking say it again. You should read Absolute Batman. If you
I
were gonna
was
read
actually
a Batman comic, it'd be that one.
I'm actually
Rocket
thinking
on
about
GBA?
tomorrow when I go to, before I go to the movie, I'm gonna take myself on a little date. I'm gonna go to fucking Dragon's Lair, and then I'm gonna go to the movie by myself. It's gonna be nice.
See, the thing about that is I don't know. They've been
Rebel
doing
Star
a
Tactical
bunch of
Command, creator of
re-releases
XCOM,
old issues. So
made
yeah, do
a
that.
Zophis to
XCOM
Mars?
like
Yeah.
on.
Are you saying there's a
And-
better place to go than Dragon's Lair?
Oh yeah, Amazon
No,
and the
no,
industry.
no. I'm saying that
I'm
like
talking about Rebel Star Tactical Command.
I'm saying that the comic I think only exists as I don't think they've done a trade paperback of it yet. Like it's still too
gotcha.
new. There's only 14 issues out. They might have a trade paperback out. I kind of doubt it though. But they've been doing reissues
Is
of
Lufia
like
any
all
good
of the
on
issues, so
Game
they
Boy
might
Color?
actually still have some. You know,
Okay,
That's not Lufia
but-
2. Lufia
Cool.
2 is the one Lufia game I like.
but
there we go.
it's-
I have my plan
But
tomorrow.
if you
then.
don't, if you can't get them, let me know. I know I can.
Legacy of Goku 2.
I can hook
the
you
first
up.
one
I know a
sucks
guy.
balls.
Yeah,
I
the sequel's
know
so
a
much
guy.
better.
Okay. Woo!
I can hook you up.
Hook that
That shit
shit.
everywhere.
The Absolute
Oh!
Universe has been great. You should. Oh, you know what? They do have trade paperbacks out now of Absolute Martian Manhunter.
This is a really dumb question. Can you
You should look
define
at that.
trade paperback to me? And like, what is the
So
difference between
trade
that
paperbacks
and-
are like graphic novels. It's like when they take like an arc, like 6 or 8 issues, and they do it as like a soft cover book. You know.
Okay,
So
gotcha. as opposed to buying like individual comics for
right
issues.
As opposed to buying like the monthly issues, which have like all the
Gotcha.
ads and shit still in them. Like, yeah, like
Gotcha.
this is a monthly comic, right? This is the
Dude, yeah, so
the Joker.
yeah, so
Can't see
I
it, can
saw
you?
that and I was like, dude, this is like this is like making me think of Spawn, which is not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I can
Not
definitely
that that's
see
I'm
that.
not saying that's like a bad thing.
No.
I was like,
I actually
dang,
think there's a Spawn crossover coming up, or like
that
a
would make
Spawn DC
sense.
universe thing. Not with this, but with
Aren't they making a new Spawn movie, which I thought was very
yeah,
sweet.
probably.
There's been talk.
I gotta turn off my thing. That's what it is.
There it is. Dang. Can he even talk with all those teeth in his mouth?
No, I mean he can laugh, but he's
I
the
guess
man
that's
who
all that matters.
he's the man who never laughs. That's like the Joker's whole thing is that he's the man who never laughs. But he's also incredibly rich and like basically owns the whole world.
But like
Has
he looks like a monster.
webcam
Is he like does he
technology
always look
improved?
like that? Or does he like
No,
transform? Okay.
no. Here, like, this is what he normally looks like.
That's a pretty cool Castlevania poster you got there, Brad. Oh, yeah, that's the Joker?
Yeah. The
He
whole
looks
point
like
is
Bruce
that,
Wayne.
like, yeah, the Joker basically has Bruce Wayne's life, and Bruce Wayne basically has the life of like a poor kid in Murder Alley. Like, the Joker in this version of the DC universe like traveled around the world and trained with everybody who trained Batman, except he killed them all when he was done training with them. And like
That's fucked.
but like other people like Ra's al Ghul exists in the Absolute universe, but he doesn't really have anything to do with Batman. Right now he's obsessed with Superman. Like he he is trying to like forcibly adopt Superman, I think, and like stabs him with a kryptonite sword. But he also looks like Jason Momoa. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on with Absolute Superman. Absolute Wonder Woman, she like comes from hell. Like she was raised in hell, basically.
Damn.
So she's all fucked up from that. Oh yeah. Like this issue, they're kind of just explaining like what the Joker's whole deal is and how like his family have basically been like war profiteers for generations. He owns like 1,000 Epstein Islands,
Oh my
except
god.
they're not like they're not. He doesn't use them for pedophilia. He uses them to just like hunt people. Like
Okay, you buried the lead on that one. I'm glad we got that part cleared up.
yeah, like here, like he's
Oh, what
on one of
DS
his
game was on the
islands,
shelf?
and this guy's like, "Oh, I've been trapped. I've been shipwrecked here for 20 years." And then the Joker's like, "Okay," and like hunts him for sport. Like
That's fucking wild.
yeah, because he's a prick. Look, see, old man. He's all like, "Let me get sexy first." Oh yeah, yeah. And then so he's behind all these different like experimentations and shit that like created Bane, that created Mr. Freeze, that created all this other shit, and he's kind of ramping up to using it on himself, and that's where you get Monster Joker.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So this is like, and this whole issue isn't even like him confronting Batman. It's literally just Alfred telling Batman about him to be like, okay, you fought some fucked up shit. Now you should know the real fucked up shit.
It's about to get crazier.
Because like Alfred in this is a spy, like he's an assassin who was like sent by some organization to kill Batman. But then he gets to Gotham and like sees how he works and is just like, nah, this kid's too good. Like, and stays and like helps him. And I don't even know if he's British. I don't even think Alfred's British in this. Like,
What?
It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. What else we got? New X-Men, Green Lantern. Oh yeah, they're doing DCKO. So we got Red Hood versus the Joker.
Nice.
This was actually surprisingly good. Ooh, this has been a really fun series. Immortal Legends Batman. This is an alternate universe. This is like Batman as a like Japanese tokusatsu hero.
I was about to say
Like it's like
Okay.
Kamen Rider Batman, and he has like a mech and shit. But it also takes place in the future, so like it's on like different planets. Like he goes to like different planets and is in space and shit.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see.
They getting really wild with that shit lately.
Dude, the current run of Nightwing has been amazing. It's been so good. It's been so sick. Nightwing has been unraveling this corporate conspiracy that ties back to this like metaphysical enemy that him and Batman fought when he was a kid, called the Cirque du Sin. It's like the spirit of the carnival, the spirit of the circus, and it's been hunting him like his whole life.
That sounds creepy, and I dig it.
Yeah. Oh, there's Superman Unlimited, guest starring Guy Gardner, of course.
Man, that
Great.
haircut in the movie was pretty damn accurate, huh?
It's pretty accurate.
Where's
He's a
Robin?
fucking- Which Robin?
Oh wow. Oh, she's showing the Mummy video games. She's in bed. I'll be sure to tell her you have. Are those sealed? Does Brad have
What?
two sealed copies? Brad has sealed copies of the Mummy and the Mummy Returns on PS2.
Okay. World's Finest has been really good. Has been incredible, actually. The Batman DCKO side story called Night Fight, where he's basically fighting each of the Robins in a alternate future where each one of them becomes
Villains?
Batman. No, they
Oh.
each become Batman. So like he fights
Oh.
the Dick Grayson Batman, and then the Jason Todd Batman, and then like the Tim Drake Batman, and they're all like different kinds of Batman. But this is Batman Volume 4. This is the same stuff I've been reading. This is the most recent issue, the new enemy, the Minotaur. Notice he has 7 fingers on his hand.
That is fucking wild.
This is the test model thing that I ordered to make sure the Fantasy Critic Awards were.
We're gonna. Do you think we can still manage to get those for
Yeah.
from the same person?
This is one I've been
Dude, the fucking
really.
Did you order this, Nick? The
I did,
Tunic.
yeah.
This thing is sick as hell.
It is.
Oh, the Tunic collector.
The Tunic
Yeah.
book.
God, I fucking love that game.
I love Tunic so much.
Minotaur has AI fingers.
Yeah, it has AI fingers.
Batman, Green Arrow, and The Question.
Yeah, there's a DC Black Label limited series called Arcadia.
Is that like a period piece of some kind? It looks kind of like noir.
It takes place. It is very noir-y, like you can see. That's kind of the whole thing. It's these 3 characters doing like this big investigation, and also like The Question is one of my favorite superheroes ever. He's so good.
Malia crocheted me a red Pikmin.
That's fucking adorable. Why'd she stop with the red? Why not make all of them?
Also, I got this out of a box the other day. I was looking for my
What the fuck?
Les Paul.
Crispy. Oh my god. Look at that. We won an award in 2009.
2009. Podcasts existed back then.
Oh, remember when I told you he beats Bane by blowing him up?
Oh my god. Fuck.
Dude, like look at this. Look at this one panel. Hang on, I gotta find. Like Bane starts doing this whole like, we're not so different, you and I, Batman. But like while he's also throwing him like through the air.
Hey, hold on. Was he about to cut the stream?
I'm
No.
about to.
No.
Wait, hang on.
Okay.
I want to show you all like one of the rarest things I have. I think it's rare. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely like you can't find this shit anywhere. I never get to show these off.
Wait, what the fuck is in Bane's hand?
That's Batman. Also, that Batman is like 7'6". I'm not exaggerating. That's how tall he is, and that's how tiny he is in Bane's hand.
Look at this
That's
shit here.
amazing.
They released these in Japan back
Look.
in like 1997 when this game released.
What are they?
They are.
That is wild.
Let me show you.
Is that just
They're-
Does Bane's eyeball fly out in one of those?
They have
things?
these books in
Yes.
them, right?
Yes, he like knocks his fucking eye out,
Look at
and
this
then
shit.
he starts like growing it back
Hold on.
immediately.
Ew.
They
I love it.
have, they're like card books for each of the characters and job classes
Oh, that's cool.
from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Hey, look,
this
it's Vivi.
This shit's from the 90s, man. This is like my favorite fucking art from my favorite game. And like
That's-
I've been trying to find a way to like
Is that just the
display
mush?
this.
Yeah,
But
that's
nothing is
Batman
this size.
dumping
They're like
bait.
mini cards. They even have the monsters.
Wait a second. Is that a bat
Yeah,
truck?
the Batmobile is a giant dump truck in this.
The
That's
Have
kinda
you
summons.
have you looked at like
It's a massive
Etsy and seeing if like there's somebody who could make like an acrylic display for you?
That's
But
how Bane
they're like-
ends up.
They're in these books. I mean, they can they're card books. They can come out
That's
of there.
crazy.
Also, I got the
Man.
variant cover for this one, which is sick because it's like, look at all the people, the giant dump truck, and then like Batman's way at the top. And I don't know if you can see him, but he's holding. So like Batman uses an axe where like the axe head is the bat symbol, and he's like holding it up in front of the moon.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, no, I can see it.
Dude,
Fucking receipt was still on
the
this
other kind of like big change in this is that like all of Batman's villains are his friends in this. They're like the people he grew up with. So like Waylon Jones is like his best friend, and then he gets kidnapped and turned into Killer Croc, and he's this like Godzilla monster that Batman's like trying to save.
What the fuck?
And Bane like breaks him in half.
Man, I love how wild they're getting with it.
Dude, it's insane. The whole point of this version of the universe is that it's a version of the DC universe created by Darkseid. That's why everything's so fucked.
That's cool. Even
Yeah.
lore explanations for why it exists. I love it.
Oh, that's what the whole event's going on. Oh, also I got this. I haven't started reading it yet, but Star Trek, The Last Starship. Some like old. Looks really sick.
Dang.
Got the English introduction. The warrior takes the sword in hand. This is back when the translation was still. The warrior
like that
takes the
art
sword
style
in
on
hand,
that cover.
embracing the stone to his chest. Memories almost faded are forged into the blade. Skills so finely honed are entrusted to the stone. Now from both swords and stone, the legend can finally be told.
This
Dude,
one
they
was really-
burn Olin
really
at the
cool.
stake. Dude, the
Really-
story of Final Fantasy Tactics, if you've never finished that game, is crazy.
I can one up you.
There's
I've never even
not
started
much
that game.
darker. There's not much darker out there. It's so fucked up, dude. The ending of Final Fantasy Tactics and the motivations for why that character did what they did are like, dude, so fucked up.
What nerdy thing can I show in my room?
Look!
This
Look!
is pretty nerdy.
Batman has a batleth.
I got
what?
this
Bat
Agrius
Batleth.
card. I
A
don't even
batleth.
know
What
what
is
this.
it?
I guess there's a
A
Final Fantasy
Star
batleth is
Trek
a
thing.
Klingon. It's a Klingon
I
sword.
got this.
Oh,
Wow! What
Good
a
for working
good
hours, just
haul!
opening it.
What a good
Is that-
collection. Oh look,
is-
and then that's Dick Grayson as Batman fighting Batman.
Are these all comics you got in one like
No,
one
no,
visit?
this is
Oh,
like
okay.
this is over a few months.
Gotcha.
I'm all ears. Want a piece of me, boyo? Don't see why not. Felt that one. You're killing me, pal. This looked like a shoulder to cry on to you, boyo? No prob. Didn't hurt. Hey.
Why do they have trouble selling
so
Skelly,
many.
man? Skelly's so good. People are just
He's kind of a
wrong.
prick.
Yeah, but that's what makes him endearing.
You should, Nick, when you go to the comic book shop, you should
Mhm.
look and see if they have the
Hey,
trade
Crispy.
paperback for Absolute Martian Manhunter, because that
Hey,
shit is
I don't know if you
crazy.
saw them. Check
Okay.
this out, man. Seething basil goose.
I hate
Fucking
basil
coral
goose.
puke.
But coral
Oh,
puke
puke.
I got some more monsters up there. You can't really see
I
them.
fuck
Dude.
with that shit. I
Coral
fucks-
Puke is the shit.
I fucks with puke.
Wait,
I think
you've never
Puke
fought a Koro Puke Puke. You only fought a regular Puke Puke.
I did only, but I know I have seen I've seen the variations of the Puke Puke. I do think the Puke Puke is my favorite monster in Monster Hunter. Just saying.
Superman, Batman, Robin, Superboy. A couple
Crypto
other
is a
people get turned
corgi?
into- No, that's not Crypto. That's Superman
Oh,
Wait,
as a corgi. Yeah, so like
Does he get-
this book is called Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman,
Dude,
and like basically
y'all
the
ready to fucking
story
laugh
is
at this
like
shit, dude? I've never shown y'all.
3 different
Dude.
versions of Trinity are like going through time trying to collect all these different corgis. Like superheroes got turned into corgis, and she's trying to go collect them all. And one
As
like
one does.
the teenage version of Trinity goes back in time and meets Jason Todd as Robin, and they have like a little they like have a crush on each other and have like a little picnic, and it's adorable. Look, look, they
in
hold
first grade,
hands, and then they're like, "Oh, this
Henry.
is nice."
Oh, that's cute.
Every year at my son's school, when he was in first grade or kindergarten, we give him money so he can buy presents for us for Christmas. They have a shop. They have a Santa shop where the kids can go and buy stuff for their parents, and then they wrap them at school so the kids can surprise their parents, right? And we give him like, I don't know, $20 or $30 so he can go buy gifts for us. We don't know what he's going to do, but you know, he goes into the store and buys whatever he wants. And we always give him a little bit extra so he can buy something for himself, right? That year, it wasn't this year, but last year, he came back, and this is one of the things he bought for my wife, Malia. World's greatest mom.
it's cute.
Right?
That's
This
adorable.
is from the Santa shop. And I shit you not,
pretty good dad.
world's greatest dad. He did this on his own. On his own.
Oh,
Why did they
That's-
make the world's greatest dad trophy so small?
I don't know, because it's cheaper.
Oh,
Maybe
they
Same
know.
year?
But it's a
They
goof.
know.
No, the same year. He went to the Santa shop and he bought this for us.
that was a very intentional
Fucked up is
decision.
that? That's so fucked up.
That's misandry.
All right, gentlemen, I have to go pee real bad.
Me too. I'm
And
out
go
of
play
here.
video
Yeah, I gotta
games.
cut
You
it.
guys
Is
are
my gate off? I wonder
bored.
if you better hear this.
I might be texting you from the comic shop, Crispy. I'm gonna be in.
Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna have no idea what I'm doing, but
Wait,
I'm looking
someone
forward
name the
to it.
game. Someone name the game because I don't think I
Wait,
can
wait,
see that.
I didn't look at it. Wait,
Music
what was
box.
it?
Music box.
We can't hear it.
I can't hear shit.
We
I
can't hear it.
Oh, is my gate back on? Hang on.
Yeah, I mean, we hear a little bit when you're talking.
When
but-
you talk, we
No,
can hear it.
I'll turn it off. It's okay. Hold on.
No.
I can't hear it.
Hmm. I don't know. Automatic
Only when
gain
you're
control.
talking.
Oh, I have all this shit on.
Yeah, afraid not, man.
Fuck, man.
All
Fucking
right.
Discord ruining things.
See you guys
Wah,
later.
wah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Fuck you. I could turn this way down. Hold on.
All right, bye
Now you
guys.
can hear
Sorry,
it?
All right.
not really.
No.
I gotta pee so
It's-
bad.
it's
Bye.
blocking it off. That's crazy. What of this am I supposed to turn off in Discord?
I don't know, man.
That's fucking crazy. There's like so many things under audio. It is crazy. You notice that? Push to talk, voice activity.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, I probably should not fuck with it too much since I guess my
Record it with your phone and then post it in the gaming channel.
nah, it's stupid.
Why not?
Crisp standard. Automatic gain control. I have this shit on. Bypass
that
system
off.
audio input processing. Interesting. Well, maybe the automatic gain control is good for me.
You just got a lot quieter.
I just know how I did?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. So Discord's been turning me up, I think. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Testing.
Yeah, now you're
Is that
louder.
better? What is echo cancellation? That might be nice.
Turn that off. Your room is fine. You got carpet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no echo. I wouldn't worry.
Sad. Well, it's Kaine from Nier. Music box.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 different like Nier music boxes that you can buy.
Salvation.
Yeah, but there's several Nier boxes, but surprisingly, there's not a whole lot of Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Whatever. Remember that series Nier? When's that coming back?
When
Yoko
Yoko Taro has enough evidence or to bribe or blackmail a game out of him.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Fucking Square Enix needs a banger like that, honestly.
I mean, it fucking practically saved Platinum, and it sold really well. You think that they would?
You know what I heard didn't sell well? Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who knows, right? Who knows what'll happen to Platinum? But Ninja Gaiden 4 was good. It's kind of a shame, but like, honestly, who was asking for it to come back? You got to wonder.
I have to wonder whether Ninja Gaiden 2 Black sold better than Ninja Gaiden 4.
Or even Rage Bound. Like, did any of those do well? Who knows?
I don't know. Wonder how Shinobi did.
I think a lot of indies struggled this year because they weren't Silksong or fucking.
Yeah.
It's just not what people are buying anymore.
It is
frustrating.
I mean, anything that launched within 6 weeks of the announcement of Silksong's release date was fucked.
Monster Hunter fans? Anybody? Whatever. Okay. Tore this room apart. It is messy in here.
All right, I'm cutting the feed. Have a good night, chat.